I'm trying, Charlotte. Here we go.
There.
That doesn't look right, does it?
Looks kind of funky, but that's okay.
Let's
There's
see
got to be
here.
different layouts, right? There you go.
All right. So did you see the countdown?
I did. I think that's very cool.
Okay.
Did you just make it today?
No, it's built in.
Oh, is it?
I don't know how to edit it. I don't know if you can edit it for if you want to go a little longer than a minute.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, I have been at this probably an hour.
No way.
I came in here, got ready to fire things up, and Windows decided it needed to update.
Oh, don't you hate that?
So I had to go through that, and then I ran OBS, and it decided it needed to update. And I've still got a couple cameras that don't want to work. So it's just been one of them evenings.
That sounds tough.
So how's your day been going?
Oh, exhausting, Grumpus, exhausting. Today was the battle on the beach.
Oh yeah.
Um, this my boys, the band's all day event, all day. They had one performance at 3:15, but they had to be at the school at 10. Um, and the last performance was at 9:30. And
Tonight?
yeah, and
Oh my God.
he's still there. We're just waiting on him to call to come and get him. I don't know if he's at the school or at the um, venue, but yeah,
So are you? Can you see the chat?
I can. Can
I
you?
mean, in Restream.
Uh huh.
Okay.
Can. East Wind Farms, welcome. Pit Life Barbecue,
There
Chris.
we go. Okay, now I see it.
Um,
Hey
Pit Life
Johnny, how you doing?
wants to know what Restream is.
Restream is a alternative to StreamYard. We're trying it out tonight just to see if we can figure it out and how it works.
Right.
Everybody's getting all nervous about StreamYard, and I thought we'd look at some alternatives. Chris, how you doing? So that's where we're at, Johnny. I don't know if we'll stick with it or not. We're just kind of seeing what's available out here.
Right.
There's another one called EV Mux I may check out. There's Polypop. There's several of them out there that are free. We're just going
Um,
to see what our choices are.
yeah.
So let me ask you something, Charlotte. Can you type a message in the chat?
Not unless I use my phone.
No, no. I mean on Restream. Where we're here.
I don't see a
There's
spot.
nothing at the bottom.
Mm-mm, no.
Let me see
Oh,
if it.
wait. Oh, well, I can do it. Can you see this? Question mark. Okay.
All right, that's private chat.
Okay. That's the only place where I can type
So if you wanna respond to the chat, then you have to go
on my phone.
to another browser,
But
another
that's okay.
browser window.
Yeah.
Hi, Alex. How you doing? Marcel, good to see you.
Marcel.
All right, so let's try.
Oh,
That's
look at that.
that lets you see it, but it still doesn't let you
Still doesn't let you.
respond to it, does it?
Right.
I think that's what I didn't like about this before.
Uh huh. Now, for me, I don't mind using my phone or another device, but I know there's a lot of people out there that don't have other devices that they could use.
Yeah, see, I normally, until I started getting on StreamYard, I normally just have, I've got another browser open
Right.
with the chat running
Mm-hmm.
and can respond with that.
Right.
There we go. Sorry about that. I think this is one of the things that Patrick was telling us that he couldn't see. He could see
Mm-hmm.
the chat, but he couldn't respond
But he
to it.
couldn't respond. Right.
Yeah, I wonder why they do it that way.
I don't
I'm
know.
trying to see if I've got any options over here.
Um, there's a need help button down there. I wonder if you could type that. Hang on. Let's see. Well,
So you can see the private chat and the regular chat at one time, right?
yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's see what happens over here. Oops.
Hmm.
It's kind of slow to respond. So if anyone wants to jump up, there's the link.
Reply to chat messages.
I guess I should look and see if how many people it'll let up on here.
Can you respond to chat messages in your chat?
See, I can.
Okay. Okay.
I can, but I didn't. That's what I didn't know what
Mm-hmm.
what you could see on your end.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
But that's kind of a deal breaker for me.
You think?
Well, I mean, if you got people want to come up and join you,
Mm-hmm.
and then they
Mm-hmm.
can't respond to the chat,
Right.
it kind of leaves them out in the cold.
Right. Right. Well, that's a bummer. Of course, if we're up on the panel and people are watching, if we respond to the chat, all we have to do is talk to them.
Well, that's true
But if
too.
somebody else is talking, yeah,
That's true too. I mean, it's that just seems like quite an oversight.
it does to me too because StreamYard has it in there and it's very convenient.
And I would think as if StreamYard had it, everybody else would jump on board
Everybody
with
else
that.
would right.
But I may have to go back to their site tomorrow and just tell them we kicked the tires tonight and offer them some feedback and this is a deal breaker for us.
Right. Hi, Alex. I didn't see him before.
He popped in here a minute ago.
Did he?
Well, I had to tore my gas grill apart today and cleaned it
Okay.
because I had a critter got down in it.
What kind of critter?
I had a little field mouse
Oh no.
got down in my pit and left me a good old mess.
Oh gosh.
So I cheated. I just got some Easy Off.
Yeah.
Just sprayed the living, emptied that whole can into that thing, let it sit about 2 hours. Hit it with the garden hose, and man, that thing's shining like a new penny now.
Why didn't I think of that?
So I'm going to. I mean, I didn't scrub it. I didn't wipe it. I just sprayed it and then rinsed it all off.
Now that was in your pit or your gas?
No, that's my gas grill.
Okay.
I hadn't used it in a while,
Uh-huh.
and I went out there and was going to use it the other night, and I noticed something got down in there, and I guess they were just licking the grease and that kind of stuff.
Sure, yeah.
So I've set a couple traps this week, but it's beating my traps.
Oh, did it make a nest in the bottom of it?
It just crapped everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Ugh,
I put some poison packs out on the deck tonight. We'll see if that gets a little guy tomorrow.
right. That sounds terrible. I am so dark. Do I look dark to you?
No, not
Okay.
on my end.
I feel like I do. Maybe I don't. That's okay. I don't have any lights or anything on except for the overhead and that one over there.
Well,
And
I
I'm
kind of,
using I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead. I'm just saying, I'm just kind of disappointed in this thing.
Yeah.
The It looks like it could be good.
Yeah. I think so too because well, and honestly, everything looks like it's set up very similar to StreamYard. The
Yeah. I mean, things are in
buttons,
a different location, but
yeah.
it's the basics are all here. I mean, I haven't done any customization or anything other than what
The
we
timer
had a
thing.
caption, I think.
Mm.
You can do this.
Oh, okay. Oh, look at you,
That
duhos.
pops up, pop stuff like that in. That was
Mhm.
already there. So you can make these up, add as many as you want.
Okay.
It does have, that's the lower thirds, it does have a ticker,
Oh, wow. Okay.
but that's about the extent of it. There's a lot of design stuff in here,
Yeah.
but you've got to, you can change the backgrounds, but it's pretty crippled as far as on the free version.
Is this one the one that has the backgrounds that move?
Yes, well, let's see
Because
what we
I don't
got
like
here.
those make me so sick.
The ones that move,
Yes.
well, I
Yes.
mean, you got some stagnant ones you could put on, I think, that don't move.
Mhm. That's that's kinda cool. That is too.
I thought there were some solid ones here.
Is is it moving on your end?
Oh yeah,
It's not moving on my end.
all right, that's not moving there. This one here, that's not moving on your end.
Mm-mm.
The background,
Right. It could be the system that I'm using is not letting it.
maybe so, because everybody else should see that background moving.
Okay.
John, how you doing? I didn't see you pop in here.
Hey, John.
How you feeling, buddy?
Yeah. I saw one of your videos recently.
I think he had some surgery here a few weeks back.
Mhm.
Well, it must be your platform is okay.
Yeah.
Marcel said it's moving on her end,
Is it okay? So a Chromebook won't let it move, which is good for me.
but I think they've got.
Oh, you know what? It's moving on my phone. You see that?
All right.
Isn't
Well,
that
if that's making you sick,
No,
let's get us.
no. I'm looking at Google, so don't worry about it. Put it on whatever one you want it on.
Well, that's what. Let's see. That's the default right here.
Ooh.
So I don't know if it lets you. So we got that. We go to notes. Okay. Well, let me apologize in advance. Here comes trouble.
Okay. Hey, DJ.
Now
Hey,
DJ's been using Restream.
get that phone. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, good.
What are you doing, DJ?
Not much. Just hanging out.
Now you've been using Restream, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
What do you think of it?
I like it. It's great, in my opinion, anyway. I mean, it allows me to do a lot more than what Sleepy did. So,
Oh,
Johnny, to answer your question, you can you can upload your own backgrounds if you upgrade.
yeah.
So the free
That makes
version is not going to let us
yep.
add our own background. But there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 16. So it looks like there's 21 backgrounds that comes with the free version.
Yeah, I mean, it comes with a lot just on the
Looks like
free
you got
one.
4 overlays.
Yep,
So it's pretty basic, but
yeah. So, how you guys doing?
I didn't hear you, DJ. What'd you say?
How are you guys doing?
Well, I'm doing fine now.
Nice.
I've been busy during the day, but I'm fine now.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, but we had both alright. Say treat good shit.
Shade Tree, we're just kicking the tires on this to see what it'll do and what it won't do, and we're doing it in real time. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great program. It's definitely easy to use.
Yeah, it's just as easy as Streamyard.
Yeah,
The only thing, DJ, the only thing that me and Charlotte was talking about is the chat. It doesn't look like the people in the
yeah,
on the
no,
panel, they can't respond to the chat.
no, they can, and what I would tell you this Grumpus, Restream has been very accepting of feedback. So if you give them feedback and tell them you want that, they might add it in like a month or two.
Yeah. Me and Charlotte was talking about that a few weeks ago. That I think these guys are so competitive. There's about a handful out there that are very similar, and if one of them shows a weakness, the rest of them's going to jump on it. I think.
Right.
Yep,
Hey, Bone Tired.
but
Would you switch
yeah,
computers?
No, I lost the connection twice, and the second time it kicked me.
yeah, how you do, solo? I did see that you looked at the image.
I did. I
Just
did.
didn't
It was a nice one.
get okay, cool. Um,
So
Yeah, I
when is
hear.
that?
I understand what you're saying there, Johnny. That's why we're checking this one out tonight. Uh,
yep,
a couple of weeks, I'll check out another one, and we're just going to see what's available. And some of these other outfits, I think, are going to be adding some features to try to pull some people off of Streamyard.
yeah,
Right.
That's just my gut feeling.
yeah. I mean, I know Devil Dog is using a new one called Hot Studio by Slim Labs,
That's that
but
talk studio that I was interested in checking out.
Yeah, but here's the thing with that. The free version of it only lets you have one guest. So you would need to pay $9 to have
Mm-hmm.
5 guests and $17 to have 10.
Oh wow. I don't need 10.
Okay, then the $9 plan that would be for you.
And honestly, if it's any good, I wouldn't mind paying $9 for it.
Yeah,
Um,
I'd pay for it if it was doing what we want it to do.
uh-huh, exactly.
But
Yeah,
my main deal is if I want to have guests on,
Yeah.
I want to make it a good experience for them
Yes.
because
yeah, I got it.
I can broadcast through OBS,
Yep,
Mm,
but it won't be as pretty on you guys' end.
right.
So, you know,
yeah,
and you want to have something that people's familiar with a little bit, or if
Yeah.
they join you week after week after week, they can get familiar with it.
That's true
yeah.
too.
Hi, Bone Tired. How you doing?
Hey,
Who all have I
what's
missed?
up?
Oh, I know what I haven't tried. There we go.
What did we do?
We can pull up the chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Where did you go to do that? Did you just click on one of the
I just
messages?
I just clicked on it and it
Okay.
popped up.
Okay.
yeah, okay. My
Charlotte, have
aunt,
you ever seen Pit Life Barbecue? That's Johnny Maggs. Have you seen any of his stuff? He's got a really good. I mean, they got a studio and everything, man.
What?
Studio sponsors. I mean, he's got a great show.
That's
yeah,
awesome. I'm gonna have to write that one down.
hey, guys, my aunt passed
Tell him,
about
tell him
died.
Grumpus sent you.
I
I
will.
will,
I
I
will.
will be right back.
Pit.
We lost DJ.
Uh-oh. Um, no, that's I'm $100 closer to my smoker that I want.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Well, Poppy did some overtime a
yeah.
couple weeks ago when he was out of town. It was a lot of overtime. So I decided I was gonna just stick $100 in the smoker envelope.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
I had some other things I had to allocate, but yeah, $100 is $100, right?
And Johnny got a new one last summer.
Don't tell me.
I think it was your birthday, wasn't it, Johnny? But it's the shiniest, prettiest purple you'd ever seen in your
Oh,
life.
seriously? I gotta
It's
go see
custom.
that. And when was that? Let's see.
Oh, you're broadcasting from the house now, Johnny?
Okay.
I've got to admit I haven't seen your show in a little bit. I have been buried with honeydews this summer. You know, you can only promise you'll get to that list so many years before it finally catches up with you.
No, go to channel tag when highlighted.
Channel tag.
Oh, I see what I see. Will somebody stick it down? Am I a moderator on your channel, Grumpus?
You should be.
It doesn't look like I am. Because when I
Say it
click
isn't
on,
so.
I thought I was, but I
Well,
guess
put
that
something in
was
there. We'll fix that real quick.
we overlooked that, didn't we?
Let's see. Marcel's moderator.
Yeah. Marcel's a good moderator.
DJ
She
is.
dropping links and reminding people to hit the like button. By the way, hit that like button for Grumpus, if y'all don't mind.
Ooh, where'd my thing go?
Of course, you could hit the
Here,
dislike.
there it is.
I'm gonna hit the dislike.
Hit the dislike twice.
Okay. Oh no, because that makes it go away. What is it they say? Any engagement is good engagement.
That's right. Bad news is still news, right? They're still talking about you.
Yeah. The studio got way too expensive. I imagine it would. That's a lot of extra. 2 years ago, last weekend, I picked up the pit. Okay. And it's purple. Who makes a purple pit?
Well, anybody make your purple pit if you got the bucks.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Should tell you what I know. It's kind of like getting a purple car painted. You know.
But it's kind of like the purple we got at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, no kidding. Look, let me tell you what, that band competition today.
Yeah, what's going on?
Purple was the color. All of these schools had pinks or purples in their uniforms. And I'm like, what is going on? Is this a trendy thing or what? But yeah, they were great. They all of them were just, but I will say this, those judges were not messing around this year. In years past, you go to these performances and you've got 25 bands lined up to get their awards or their scores for judging. And 9 times out of 10, number 1 is superior, number 2 is excellent, 3 is good, 4 is fair, and 5 is go back to kindergarten, okay? And learn from there. But you hardly ever hear of a band getting a 2 because they're at state level competition, right? So if they can't get a 1, they really don't belong at state level competition. And today they were handing out 2s like nobody's business. It was insane the amount of 2s I heard. But our band got all superiors. We got 1s. Oh, yeah. There were only 4 bands that got straight 1s.
Oh, yeah?
All of those bands, 4 of them. Now, that doesn't mean that when it comes to the Battle on the Beach that we're going to place first place. We are not going to be first place. I promise you. There he is. He's back. He's back with the beard on.
Yeah, I need to plug in my iPad. Right? Yeah.
Can't believe it's been, 2 years. Plum Crazy Purple. Oh my gosh. My husband talks about that color all the time. And the Dodge. Challenger, was it? Charger. One of them.
Yeah, Captain, this is, I just came in from outside. It was one of my work shirts.
Did you work today in the yard or did?
I didn't get a whole lot done. Like I said, I was working on that grill, cleaning it up. I took the wife to Katie today.
Yeah.
To the water garden nursery.
Did you find some fish?
I picked up 3 little fish.
Yay.
Not exactly what I wanted, but I drove that far. I figured I'd pick some up.
Yeah.
If they don't turn out the way I want them to, I'll find somebody to donate them to.
Right.
Nice.
Well, just bag them up and I just want one.
They could very easily find their way to Gulfport.
That wouldn't be fair.
Yeah.
Well, fish are schooling animals, and it seems to me like If you only have one, they get lonely.
Well, I had one down by itself,
Mm-hmm.
and when I bought three today,
Uh-huh.
about 4 inches.
Okay.
So the 4 inch ones I had in the upper pond are now about 7
Okay.
inches. So I put them in the lower
Kick
pond
them
with
out
I put them in the lower pond with the single fish, and
and
it
put the
it
babies in the
it
condo.
went nuts. And then the new ones are up above.
The
Yeah.
penthouse.
So we'll see how that works.
Oh, it'll work out fine. Long as the turtle don't start nipping at them.
Well, I was telling Vicky about that. The turtle is, I got it it's about the size of a quarter,
Right?
and so it's always been around the fish,
Mm-hmm.
and it has never bothered them. And now that I put these three down there that aren't used to being with the turtle, I told Vicky, I said, if they get curious, get to sniffing around that turtle, it's liable to strike back at them.
It might. It might.
So we'll see what happens.
I hope it doesn't. I hope they all live
Yeah.
peacefully and sing kumbaya, you know?
Well, I talked to a lady today. They had just bought a house about 6 months ago,
Yeah.
and I was picking out fish. So she walked up and was looking to see what I was getting.
Right.
And they'd bought this house about 6 months ago and had a koi pond in the back. So
Oh.
they're just now learning about it, and I was helping her pick her fish and what to look for and different things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "So how many are you buying?" And I says, "I always buy three. I always buy them in threes." She said, "Really? Why is that?" And I said, "Because I get one to die, one to fly, and one to keep." she, said, she said,
And
"What
it
does that
kind
mean?"
of
I said,
works
"Well,
out that
them little
way.
ones." I said, "Them little ones are spooked pretty easy, and they'll jump.
Yes.
They'll jump plumb out of the water, out of the
Yes.
pond."
Committing Harry Carey over there.
I said, "So if I just buy one fish, that dude would be dead in the morning. So I buy
Yeah.
him by threes."
That's what happened to me. I had three and two died on me. I've got the one left. I need to get some more.
Mm.
Yeah,
Um,
Shade Tree, I heard Lance has koi. I need to talk to him about that.
yeah. Hey DJ, did y'all get any of that hurricane?
Um, we got some of it, yeah. But I mean, well, let me say this. Today, me and my dad went out to film some drone video,
Yeah.
and I did show some of the damage that happened out where we were.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you should be seeing that come up on my channel.
I will look. Um, I was curious because I could see that you have power, and
Well, yeah, we lost power Wednesday night at 9 o'clock,
mhm.
and we got it back 7:40 p.m. the next day.
That's not bad.
No, that's not bad at all.
No, I'm like, sorry you remember this, but I mean, when we had Ian, it was days
Yeah, it
without,
was.
So,
yeah,
did you get any damage at your house, DJ?
no, no,
Oh, that's
no,
good. That's good.
That is good. My
yeah,
Well,
parents.
Charlotte, I talked to Carol tonight.
South Florida Sunshine,
Yeah,
Carol.
yeah.
Okay.
Because I hadn't seen, her and oh gosh, I can't remember the lady's name. Uh,
Diva.
yeah, yeah, yeah. they're on 2, 3, 4 times a week,
Yeah, yeah.
and I
I
hadn't
usually
seen
watch them on
Charlotte or I
Friday.
hadn't seen Carol in a week.
Oh, okay.
So I'd
Okay.
even mentioned it to Vicky that I wonder if she got hit because I hadn't seen her in a while.
Well, she was on the side where all those tornadoes were.
Yeah.
And
So
when I was watching Ryan Hall, y'all, almost all day because I get
Of
weather
course
anxiety.
you
So,
will.
and when look, I have never seen a wedge tornado hit in Florida before. And those
Mm.
tornadoes look like the kind you see out in Oklahoma, Texas.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
they were awful looking. And when they said where they were hitting, I was like, oh my gosh, that's where Carol lives,
yeah, yeah.
in that area. And
Yeah.
I was glad to see her come on. She came on last night,
Okay, I missed
and
her.
I chatted with her a little bit last night, and I was really happy to see her.
Yeah, I was relieved to see that she was up and running, and it didn't look like anything was tore up. So
Right.
she was on her live, so I really didn't talk that
I
much.
doubt
Excuse
that.
me.
Captain Newbie says TJ's got a better beard than you do, Grumpus.
He does now because I got mine whacked off.
It looks like DJ might need a bit of a trim. I'm just saying.
I was thinking DJ reminds me of that guy on the penny.
Oh, all he needs is a top hat. That's all he needs.
Well, my wife said I was starting to look like a moonshiner. I need to get out of the woods. So finally got trimmed back a little bit.
That's funny. Well, I wanted to let you know my parents finally did get power back 2 days.
Excellent, excellent.
To them in 13 days. Now, my poor brother and his daughter live like, if this is the highway, they live down around the corner and back about a mile or two. They still don't have power. So, but again, they're on the outskirts of town. They're in the middle of nowhere, and it's just going to take longer. However, I got a really cool picture from my dad. It's my stepmother holding up it looks like she's holding up a tree. It is so funny.
Well, what we really want to know is how's the pig?
The pig survived. The pig survived. And is wreaking havoc. Dad said he's gonna build a pen for him because he's starting to root up parts of the yard and things like that. He don't mind letting him out to play every now and then, but he said he needs to be contained so that he doesn't tear everything up. So there's that. Nope.
Carla, the jury's still out on Restream.
Yeah.
I mean, it's working.
Hey, Carla.
It seems a little bit clumsy, but a lot of that's just pilot error because I'm not.
Yeah, no, I mean.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
No.
But if you will notice over here on the end, that's the root ball back.
Yeah.
Back there on that side.
Yeah.
Grumpus, why don't you break a file?
I'm sorry, say that again, DJ.
Why don't you break a file to let us see that file?
And then there's the pond. And
okay, is that normal height or is it up?
Oh, it's up.
Yeah, okay.
It's way up. I'm trying to figure how let me see.
That was for you. That was for you, DJ.
Did he?
Yeah.
He said that when you look down, you cannot. You know how a pond will have a drain overflow. His has like a PVC pipe in it.
Okay.
And the overflow goes down that PVC pipe and under the dam.
Yeah, yeah,
and it runs off.
right.
And
Hmm.
he said, usually when you're standing at that end of the pond looking down into the water, you can see the overflow pipe right below the surface of the water. And there's always a little bit of water, going into it.
Right, right.
He says you can't even see it.
Wow, it ran in that
It
fast.
it's probably 3 to 4 feet above the overflow drain. And he said that all of that water is rushing behind that dam like it's a river, like rapids. And
Any
but now
fear of the dam not holding?
no, it's a good dam,
Okay.
really good. And actually it has runarounds
Oh, okay, okay.
to keep it. It's not doing that now. Now the night of the hurricane or the next day, it was running around the dam nonstop. It's not doing that now.
Oh, okay, okay.
Hmm.
So it's basically, I guess, leveled off a little bit. But boy, that's a gorgeous pond. Look at this. Look at that,
Well,
y'all.
DJ, how many people will let on the panel?
Sorry.
That's a pretty picture.
Isn't it? It's beautiful there.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. So what was that, Grumpus?
How many people were Restream let up on the panel on the free version?
A total of 6. So you and 5 other people.
Oh,
If,
okay.
Well, that's comparable then to StreamYard, right?
Yeah. The
yeah,
StreamYard let what, 6?
yeah, if you pay the
You ready?
$19 a month, you get 10. So it's the numbers are exactly the same
Okay.
with both. But I will say this one thing that Restream has that StreamYard didn't is yeah, whatever Jonesy going to see her.
I thought that might be Jonesy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. But yeah, what's good about Restream, in my opinion now, is they have it set up to where you could have a countdown before you actually appear on the screen.
Yeah, I used that tonight. Uh, can you change the timer on it, or is it always just a minute?
No, you can change it to however long you want. I
Okay, well, I
mean,
have to figure that out then.
yeah, what what you would do is go on to your countdown scene and just they have a pull down menu where you pick how
Oh, okay. Well,
long.
I have to check that out.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll have to check that out. From what I can see, it's prettier.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
I
I
It
don't
agree.
is.
I don't think it's got any outstanding features other
I
than
mean,
cosmetic over StreamYard,
I
but I
mean
don't see a reason not to switch either.
Oh no, I don't
the
either.
the only thing that will confuse you, and it did me for the first couple of times, is you have to go over to that side to bring up your guests. It's
Yeah,
not.
I've noticed that every time you want to do something,
yeah,
it
it's
replaces what was on there, but it doesn't go back. So
yeah,
if I wanted to go to uh, like the captions and stuff like that, lower thirds, if I want to do something
yeah,
like that, then I have to manually go over and click the chat again
yeah,
to make it come back. It doesn't just do it on its own. So that
yeah,
I suppose you'd get used to that once you got more
yeah.
familiar with it.
No, I mean it's not hard at all. It's just different. Honestly.
But yeah, it did. I think it looks better. It's still 720, and that's what Streamyard was.
Yeah, I mean that's what you're gonna get no matter what. So yeah, but hey, I mean it's good for what it is.
Well,
So
tonight DJ is our restream expert.
yeah, I use this for every live that I do. So
Have you tried any of the other ones like Melon or Polypop or anything like that?
I have tried Melon.
Yeah.
They they recently changed the name of that to Talk Studio.
Oh,
Right.
that's right. They did. That's the Streamlabs people, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And
And
Streamlabs broke off from OBS.
Mm-hmm.
well,
Years ago.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh.
I think they're
and
back on speaking terms again.
Are they?
I think so, is what
no,
I heard.
no, and Streamlabs now is owned by Logitech.
Oh,
So
Oh.
Logitech bought them?
yeah, yeah, that's what I hold. So yeah,
Captain Newbie, this is Restream,
yeah, Restream.
which is a web based just like StreamYard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you can record with it. I have not, but if you ever use Studio Talk Studio emails and whatever else, it's the same, but you know, they all have their differences,
Yeah.
but at the core, they're the same type of problem. So, yeah. Hey, Stephen Jacqueline, what's
What's
up?
up, Steven?
Hi
Yeah.
there. Well, let
Well,
me.
I haven't tried recording on StreamYard or through this
I
one,
haven't
either one.
either.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, with Restream, you get, like, one free recorder, so you could try that out if you want, but after that, it will make you pay for if you want to record with it, which I don't record with it at
Yeah.
all. I use OBS for that, so yeah.
Well, if I'm going to sit in front of the computer and record, I'll probably just use OBS.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I think it's probably a little bit more. Well, for me, I just already know it that way,
Yeah,
and I
me
don't see a
too.
reason to use this.
Yeah,
If I can record into OBS, which is right on my computer already, it
yeah,
doesn't make sense to record that recording uploaded to is this, so I can
yeah,
download it back to my computer.
yeah.
That's just a
No, I
step. That's just one more thing to go wrong.
yeah,
Right.
I agree with you with that, Grumpus. I do. So, yeah,
And I think you can probably keep your video quality up by doing it local
Hmm.
yeah,
and do everything you
yeah,
need to do to it and then upload it, because if they're going
yeah,
to if they're going to compress it as you record it and send it up,
Sure.
they're going to compress it again when you bring it back down,
That's right.
and
yeah,
it's like a
yeah,
copy of a copy of a copy of a copy almost.
yeah. I mean, we just did with it with OBS. You know, you're doing it in 1080p or whatever
Yeah.
you want to do it in. So
Now
yeah,
I really like EV Mux,
Hmm.
but they have I mean their free version is 1080,
yeah,
but they've recently gone through and changed the on the free version. I mean everything's watermarked. Like right now we got a Restream watermark at the top, and that don't bother
yeah,
me.
right.
That don't bother me.
But EV Mux is watermarked all the backgrounds, all the intro screens, everything in the free version is watermarked. Even if you upload your own background, it'll have EVMux watermarks, like 200 of them, just boom, all the way across.
Yeah, no, I hate
And that kind
that.
of aggravated me,
So yeah,
because that's definitely one of them I would have probably paid for just to get just for the 1080 and all of that. But
Is it
if they're
watermarked even if you pay for it?
no, you have
Oh,
to pay for it
no,
to get the watermark to go away. But
yeah,
I
we did a live stream with EVMux one
I
night,
remember that. Hmm.
and it
yeah,
wasn't watermarked.
Right. Right.
But you can't do that anymore.
yeah,
Hmm.
no.
And I thought,
If
well, if
I
that's the way they
would,
want to play, I can play in somebody else's yard.
Right.
yeah, I mean, if I remember right, the only good thing I enjoyed about EV Months, if I remember correctly, is the guests could actually kill each other in the basement. So
Yes, yes.
yeah, so I
What I liked
mean,
about it is you can create your own screens. It's almost like they took some of the best parts of OBS
yeah,
and brought them into EVMux, so you could set up multiple screens and stretch and move things around any way you wanted them.
yeah, yeah. I would
Is that for me?
agree. Hmm. Yeah,
Four turkey breast only on the carcass, so beat up birds, but I'm a smoke them. Yeah, smoke them up, but I've got a I've got a chicken carcass tomorrow and a couple of thighs that I'm going to throw in a pot and make some probably some chicken and dumplings tomorrow evening for supper.
nice.
I'll let that cook all day.
That sounds good.
Left over from a rotisserie chicken I did last weekend.
Um, uh, yeah. Um,
Was Carla still here? I threw the link out there if she wanted to get on. Anybody else that wants to jump in?
Yeah, guys, don't be afraid.
We don't bite much.
Yeah, no. What's up, Charlotte?
Charlotte,
Apparently, my husband is at the school trying to fix a broken vibraphone.
Okay.
How somebody broke it, I will never know. Unless it fell out of the. Never mind. Streamlabs Talk Studio, I think, is 144 a year. 11 people. See, I don't need 11 people.
so what's that? $12 a month? That's not too bad.
And I go to another live stream once a week. I love the people on it, but it's very, very difficult if somebody doesn't have control over the live stream because they overtalk each other.
Right, I've been on some of those.
Person gets heard, and it is the most annoying thing in the world for me.
Well, just because you can have 11 doesn't mean you have to have 11.
That's true too.
But for $12 a month and 1080p, that's doable for me.
Yeah, it's doable for me too. Yeah.
Yeah. I could. I mean, to your point, so yeah, I have experienced that myself, and it's crazy. So yeah.
Charlotte, you hear me tell DJ I'm doing chicken and dumplings tomorrow.
I'm a little bit jealous.
Yeah.
Well, I did a rotisserie chicken last week. So I've still got the carcass and some thighs. I may have one breast left, so I'm just going to throw that in the pot.
You see,
let it go all day tomorrow.
Yeah, but I will say this to you, Silver. Eddie didn't even want to try Restream because they can't. The guests get chat with it. So, yeah.
Hey, we got a show now.
Hey.
How you doing, Captain?
Look at this. That's what a broken vibraphone looks like.
What happened to it?
You can see me. All right, good stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. They tried to push it up over something, and the whole thing came apart. Oh my gosh!
So what you been up to, Captain?
This is my first ever, Grumpus.
I was getting ready to say I don't believe I've seen you on screen before.
Never ever.
Well, congratulations.
But listen, I got 8 subscribers, so
Well, you may get some more.
I'm having fun. It's all good.
Good.
If you want to, here's another test we can put it to. If you want to put your link, in the chat, let's see if it'll pop up.
I am not that smart, bro. I don't even know how to do that.
Just for your channel, just type in where your channel is.
Where? I'm looking at my phone.
That's right. That's right. You're not on the browser anymore, are you?
Yeah, no.
See, that's a drawback. That's a drawback of Restream here.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, like when I typed in, I'm old work computers. They're like the computers that work was throwing out. That's the shit I'm talking about. I got bad computers.
So, is it Captain Newbie? Is that the name of your channel?
Yeah, all lowercase.
Mm-hmm.
NEWBEE.
No.
Oh, are you gonna drop it
I'm going to see if I can find it and drop it for him.
Oh my God! Why is my face?
You got to get
circulating?
something out of this.
I don't think I like that.
It ain't. Okay, hang on. I can do it.
I
can
look
do-
like evil Santa Claus.
Uh,
You
I
do.
don't know if I like this thing.
Okay, hang on.
Oh, there's such a delay.
All right,
I'm
y'all go
getting
check
used to
out.
it. Hold on. I rub my beard soon. Dun dun dun.
Y'all go check out Captain Newbie.
no.
Thank you,
Not
Grumpus.
now. When
See,
this
there's the
is
beard
over.
rub. I told you it was coming.
Yeah.
Not now.
All right, so we got
Yeah.
You guys are all
Left.
DJ. You're cool as shit. I love your beard. It's bad. I said you're Pete and Grumpus. Absolutely.
You.
yeah. You heard me say. My wife said I was looking like a moonshiner, and I need to get out of the
Yeah.
woods.
Yeah. Hey, South Florida, some sidewalk.
What time's that gonna be ready, Aubrey? I'll be over.
I'm kind of jealous about the chicken and dumplings.
Well, it's easy.
I
Something
might
you-
need to cook some.
Something you can throw on the stove and just let it go all day.
I know. And it tastes just as good. Don't matter how long you cook it, you know.
Nope.
Yeah.
Of course, my kids won't.
Hey, Carol.
Hey, Carol.
Glad you can make it. Boy, I was glad to see you guys are doing okay.
Yeah.
Who's Bone Tired Travelers?
Krampus.
I can't remember. Charlotte, you remember his first name?
I don't, but I.
Well,
Yes, I
welcome,
do.
Bone Tired Travelers. How
I
you
Yeah.
doing?
usually just call him Bone Tired.
Yeah.
He said evil laugh.
Yeah.
I think he wanted, instead of a B, you got to use an M.
A very,
Yeah.
nice supporter of both of our channels.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so is DJ here. DJ's
Better beer
great.
than Grumpus. Hashtag. I'm sorry. Did I say it out loud? Hashtag better beer than Grumpus.
Hey guys, I'm gonna turn my microphone off for a few minutes because my son's just coming in.
Yes, ma'am.
Looks like you got another.
Okay, y'all. Here's Charlotte's channel.
Grumpus, it looks like you got another guest to put up.
I got another guest.
Yeah.
I only see 4. Oh, there she is. There she is. Hey, we got us a show now.
Yeah, I don't know how long I can stay. I'm supposed to be like up in a few hours to drive. But
I can barely hear you, Carol.
Really? Yeah, I'm having trouble with it. Oh, let me check it again.
I see 5 on my phone. There it is.
Yeah.
So can you turn your phone the other landscape?
I'm on a Is that better? I'm on a
No, it's
laptop.
not. There you go.
It was on the wrong default. There we go. Yeah. I
Yeah, we
can't-
got the full deal now.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Sorry, guys.
No, you're an idiot.
Look at me.
Fine.
Phone up. I'm leaving. I'm out of here. I'm coming back later. How do I get out of this thing?
I don't like
Okay.
that. Like as a guest, they don't give you the option to type like
Yeah.
you do in StreamYard.
That's what we were talking about. It doesn't let the people in the show
Mhm.
type into the chat.
Right.
So that's a big drawback.
It is. It is.
We're just kicking the tires on this tonight,
Yeah. Which
Carol.
one is this again? This is the.
This is Restream.
Restream.
I think. I know Shawnee had picked one. I don't know if it was Restream. Shawnee Gross. I'm not really positive because everybody's looking now who's on StreamYard because nobody wants to pay the prices that they're going up to.
Yeah.
Hi DJ. Hi everybody. I don't know if I got to say a big hello.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get used to what I'm seeing and what to move around and such. There we go. Okay. I couldn't find. They have it darked out on mine to where I couldn't find a scroller to look at the side chat.
Yeah, go. Hey, Jeff, how can I answer this? What part
Filming my
of
hand.
Clover are you
Oh,
in?
delayed. I'm already not filming my hand anymore.
Yeah, it's hard to get used to, DJ. What
Yeah.
So Carol, where were you at in relation to the hurricane blowing through?
Thankfully we were on the southeast side of Florida, so it went above us when it exited, like way above us. But the tornadoes came quite close. That was the scarier part. That was actually my husband and I got into a discussion because he didn't want to put up the last panel that goes over our door. And I said, if by chance we get a tornado and it blows in the door, insurance is not going to pay for any of the damage because they know that was be on the door and they'll see it wasn't. I'm like, we've got to have it up. And so he did put it up. And we have a garage that is, it's hurricane rated, so we can go in and out our garage. That's the only hassle that there was as far as having an animal, is getting them in and out of. Our garage is also manual, which we did that on purpose because we had people going around in neighborhoods and hitting buttons and robbing people that way. And so we just decided never to install one. But Wellington got hit with a pretty bad tornado. They are only 20 minutes west of us, and that one traveled north. If it would have went east, it could have hit us. So it went north and hit Royal Palm Beach. So, yeah. But we did fine.
Well, I was glad to see you guys were okay tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
I had told the wife earlier in the week, I said, Carol and Dee was usually on almost every night, it seems like.
Oh, no.
I haven't seen her in a while.
Saturday. Yeah, no. We just do Friday, Saturday. I do daytime.
I'm really bad at this, Grumpus. I'm so sorry.
Hey, you're looking good, man.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're in my picture.
Just between you and me, this may be a little bit too clear.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back. There we go.
Right? Bone Tire Travelers, 99 a month. What in the world?
What part of Mississippi?
Thank you, Denise. Thank you so much for saying that.
I missed it. I haven't gotten down to the bottom.
I knew she was Mississippi. I knew that part.
Pit Life Barbecue is just like, it goes in between. Instead of using YouTube Stream for live, which bothers me, that one, you use a company, like a lot of us use StreamYard. Grumpus is really brilliant, and he can use OBS. I can't. That's above my pay grade.
Just fake it till you make it.
Charlotte could probably use that one too. She's pretty sure.
I heard that if you look in the fields and the deserts of Arizona, you may find one of Grumpus's wings. I think it fell off in Arizona.
Possibly.
It's folklore, I know.
Carol, you overestimate my ability. I'm a smart kid, but I am so technologically challenged that it's scary.
Yeah.
So scary.
He wants you to answer, Grumpus, what it is, though. Like, how do you explain Restream and StreamYard, like what they are?
Well, that's what we're trying to do tonight. We just thought we'd jump onto something different, try it out. There's been some changes on StreamYard, and there's quite a few web-based places that you can use besides just StreamYard.
Yeah.
And like I was telling Charlotte, you know, they're all in competing with each other. So if there's a weakness on one of them, the other ones are going to jump on board and offer some stuff.
Yeah.
Is what
I
I
had
think.
no idea that I could click a link and go live.
There you go,
I feel like a virgin just got raped.
man. Just hang with us,
I
brother.
mean,
We'll
I
teach
don't
you
mean to put
stuff.
it like
Whoa.
that, but Jesus, Hannah, I feel like I've been born. It's crazy. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, is that? I gotta hit a button and do it.
Oh
Come
man,
on.
we've unleashed the beast.
Uh-oh.
That
Uh-oh.
was
My
Watch
easy.
out, world.
God.
Watch
I
out,
gotta watch
world.
my. I can't embarrass myself. Shush.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
Don't
You
listen
know,
to me, Russ.
everybody
y'all.
has to start somewhere. Isn't that right, Grumpus?
That's right.
Okay.
So to answer your question, Carol, we're trying to just trying to see what other options are out there, and the best way
Right.
to kick the tires is because I've sat here with Restream by myself and push buttons and see what it would do.
Right.
But the best way to kick the tires is just go live with
Do
it and
it.
see
Yeah.
and
try
see
it.
what the struggles are.
Yeah.
And
I
so
think-
far, the only struggle I see with this one is not being able to type back in the chat.
And how are the backgrounds when you go in?
The backgrounds are built in.
Okay. Do
There's
they
like
allow
20,
you to pull
20,
'em?
20 I think there's like 20 backgrounds offered
Oh, well, that's
Mhm.
on the
nice.
free version.
Okay.
You can
That
still
was a
do your
background, guys. Me drinking a beer, that was just a background selection. You could make it too.
Never
you can
saw
still
it.
do
Saw it.
lower thirds. So you got your lower thirds
Mhm.
that you can do.
What's the lower third? Sorry.
These things that are popping on now,
Okay. Okay.
and then
Little
they've got a
bubbles.
tick what they call a ticker
Okay.
that you can type whatever you want to in that. So you
I
can
called it
change
the
the
lower
background.
third.
All right.
There's a little bit of music, background music.
Hold it
It'll let
until I see
it'll
the
let you
picture
do on
come
the
up.
free version.
The lower third. There's my lower third.
But it looks like it does everything StreamYard does. Other than aesthetics, it's about the same. But I think the chat's a deal breaker for me.
Mm.
Yeah, the chat thing is a little annoying, but I don't know of another. Do we know of another streaming platform that offers that particular feature?
That's what we're trying to
Right.
find out.
Are we just gonna have to hop in and try them all, aren't we?
Right.
That was my
Yeah.
intention. I thought
Okay.
maybe the next time I go live 2 weeks from now, I'll I
Let's
don't
do
know.
the Talk Studio one.
All right, we'll do that
Yeah,
one.
that's the one I think Shawnee was talking about. the
We'll
Talk
do that one.
Studio.
Check it out.
Or EV
And
Mux, or
EV
whatever you
Lux,
want.
too.
It's
Yeah.
well, I don't want to deal with all of the
Watermarks.
watermarks. That's
Yeah,
what
I don't see EV Mux kind of ticked me off by doing that.
does not appeal to me in any way, shape, or form.
There was no reason to do that.
Right.
What was it doing? I missed
Uh,
what they do.
EV Mux will let you broadcast in 1080
Okay.
on the free version,
Okay.
and I think it had 10 guests on the free version.
Oh wow.
I believe so.
But they've gone and changed up on the free version. Now all of your backgrounds
Mhm.
are watermarked, not just at the top corner, all the way across the screen.
Oh. Like
So even if you
photographers used to
upload
do.
your own backgrounds,
Mhm.
they've got their watermark on top of it, and it just kind of soured me,
Yeah.
because that's probably one that I would have been willing to pay for just to get the 1080.
Right.
DJ says free version of Talk Studios limited to one guest. Well, that's not going to work.
No. But I think Talk Studio.
But if it's
was that the
$12 a
one-
month, that's doable.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's around the price of the $10 like StreamYard. There was one that was 9. Was that this one? That was like their step above free.
All right.
I know Diva did one, just about all the different ones a little while back, because when we go live, we co-stream, and she's on my list. That's the one thing I like on StreamYard, so she can click on things for me. Look, if I'm busy showing something, she can click on everybody's comments and bring them up, and I can.
Hey,
do
what's the
same.
last thing everybody cooked?
Well, that's where we want to get to. Is Charlotte and I, we kind of teamed up on this thing, so we need to get it to where we can get this on both channels,
Right.
so that Charlotte can get the watch time.
So, Charlotte, what's the last thing you cooked?
That's how we did it. That's how we did it.
Sorry,
Like-
guys, I'm answering.
Sorry. That's how. I'll answer your question in a second. That's how actually Diva just made her 4,000 hour Charlotte. And
Good
I'm
for her.
I'm close, but it was because StreamYard allows you to share, and you get
Okay.
and YouTube was giving us both hours by doing the co-streaming.
Right.
We can't find. I think there was one other one you can co-stream with, and I forget which one it was.
Talk Studio, I think you can co-stream with, and I believe you can co-stream with Restream, but I'm not sure at what level.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was the. I don't know if it was the first level either. I forget all this stuff. Plus, it's like
Mhm.
I'm. half
Caveman in the room.
Yes.
asleep. Go ahead.
I didn't even know I could stream.
Oh, and the last thing I cooked was Italian sausage and cheddar. What was it?
Yummy.
Shells, like macaroni and cheese, but it was shells. And I think I chopped some onions and some leeks in there and stuff. And just mixed it all together. It was like a comfort meal after the hurricane. Before that, and I do not recommend this, I made a huge vat of chili, and then we were all locked in together. It's not a good idea to serve chili and then you're all locked into the house. Not a good idea.
Better have some popsicles on hand.
Right. Oh my. Oh my.
I might have had to isolate that person into the garage.
Time to tree outside.
Gosh. Oh my gosh. Too funny. Yeah. Let the
Oh
wind
my
blow
goodness.
along with the blowing wind outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is StreamYard though? Is it a streaming platform, I guess you would call
Yes.
it?
It's basically a streaming platform that is based on the internet. So it's you use the internet's resources to put it out into the public on YouTube or whatever, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. But you're not using your computer's resources to
Yeah.
stream it.
It's not
You don't have to download any software.
Exactly.
Right.
It's not software.
Right.
Right. And these types of platforms are really convenient for people like me, is I think, and I'm relating it to myself because I don't have any other measure, to relate it to. But I have a Chromebook,
Mhm.
and I need to upgrade my computer, but I can't download any of these types of programs onto my computer
Right.
because
Yeah.
it just won't run it.
Well, hold on, Grumpus. Let me intercede here. What do you think about this process? I mean, like, this is like apps.
Well,
And
anything
programs and
web based,
What do you think is the safer way to go?
anything web based, whatever you've got in your hand, your phone, your Chromebook, Linux, Mac, Windows, as
Mhm.
long as you got access to the internet and can go to that website, you can broadcast on it.
Right.
Yeah, you can
So
also
you don't have to worry about having an app that's compatible with your computer.
Right.
So is it for a Windows download? Is it an Apple download? Whatever. You just go there and use it.
Right.
And it works great on old computers
Yes.
because you're not using any CPU power other than if you went to the website.
Right.
Well, I have quite the collection of old computers.
Right.
I'm not kidding.
I've got old ones too. Just because I won't get rid of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have a Dell tower that's sitting in my bedroom.
Now I
that
recently
don't-
upgraded, but my old computer was I think 7 years old.
Oh, that's not old.
Well, it was starting to lock up, and I had capacitors that were starting to swell up, and I was afraid of it locked up on me several times on our lives.
Oh, I remember. I remember.
Even this new one's locked up a few times,
won't go live.
but I think it's one of the it's either OBS or it's the browser I'm using.
Mm.
I've got my youngest in college right now. He wants to be a coder. I'm like, what? Like, I don't know where he got the smart. I mean, I know he got the looks from
These
me.
kids today, these young kids,
You know.
they know so much
Mm.
Well,
about
they're
this
they're
technology.
exposed so at such a
So
young
early
age.
on. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
2-3
But,
years
I
old.
remember in like third grade, we got told, don't try to teach your kid math anymore. You're doing it wrong. It was like, what? Yeah, we were told that, literally. Stop. We got a new way. It's quicker. It was comical.
I'm looking up different ones right now.
Now you get where is everybody from? I'm from New Jersey, by the way, guys. I'm embarrassed by that. 'Cause
Don't
we're blue
be.
state,
That,
so I'm
that's all
proud.
right. Everybody's got to be from somewhere.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
absolutely.
Jersey has some pretty areas. People
And
Not my fault that I was
know
we
born
have
in.
any
Oh, we got
control.
beautiful countryside
got
and the
beautiful
best
countryside.
tomatoes. I grow tomatoes.
do.
Oh my god.
Yep, Jersey tomato. And
So does this
corn.
lady.
Yep.
Cool.
We used
I'm,
to,
I'm from Houston area.
We know.
I'm just north of
Well,
Houston.
I know anyway. I should say I know. Because
Well,
I
I'm
met you on
originally from Florida, but I live in Mississippi now.
okay.
and
How
I'm-
is the soil in Mississippi, I wonder?
It's
Is
sandy.
it rich? Is it sandy clay? What do you got?
It can be very rich soil, depending on where you live. I live down by the coast, so my soil, I grew in
Sandy.
raised beds because a lot of the
Sandy.
soil here was contaminated by saltwater intrusion from Katrina,
Okay.
and it's still not. It's hard to grow something here. But I use raised beds, so it's very simple to control, the ingredients. And
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
so,
I did a hugel culture where
Oh.
Mhm.
like I buried dead wood,
yeah,
you know,
we do that.
underneath my soil and topped it over that.
In
Yeah.
fact, Grumpus
This
can
is
get
where
it.
cows come from, Grumpus.
Say that
Cows
again.
come from this. So you can smoke them after we make the good soil that makes the good grass. It's a cycle. I know you're not involved yet, but we'll get you there.
I'm gonna be judged by the company I'm keeping.
Different
Grumpus,
type
I
of
put
smoking meat there.
some of that pecan wood that, remember I told you my neighbor cut down that pecan tree?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm jealous.
I put some of that wood in the bottom of my garden bed
Why?
to take up space so I didn't have to pay so much for soil.
Oh,
That's
okay. I got you.
culture. And
I
that
got
hugel culture, that wood rots down. And what it does at first is it absorbs nutrients from the ground,
Yeah.
Mhm.
pulls it in, and
Mhm.
holds it because it wants it, right? Because
Right.
it's wood and it's just going to eat everything. But
Right.
then it holds it and feeds it back to your plants
Mhm.
Yes.
a couple of years later.
Yeah,
So
it breaks
at
down.
first your garden suffers, but later on your garden
Well, you
does a lot
just-
better.
If you feed it, it'll be fine.
Yeah,
You
even
know.
if you put enough layers of soil over top of it, it
Mhm.
doesn't suffer at all.
But I did save enough to keep for smoking when I get my new smoker.
Awesome.
I've
Yeah,
got
hang
a
on to some of it.
I've got almost an entire
Hey,
street.
who's got a pellet smoker here? I'm thinking I'm on the fence.
And then I'm gonna go to my dad's house Thanksgiving and pick up some of that oak that fell in his yard.
Nice.
and take that home and use it in the smoker too. Shoot,
Oh.
he's been cooking with it for 13 days.
Eat my lice.
Nice.
Yeah, that was that. It's hard to use your good barbecue wood in the fireplace when the lights go out.
Oh.
I had to do that during the freeze, man. It's breaking my heart.
Oh, I bet. I bet. And see, I don't have a fireplace here.
Now,
We had one- I'm sorry.
can we talk wood? Grumpus, what do you call good wood? I mean, because up here in Jersey, we got like oak, and I can buy apple.
I mean, the best wood's what's readily available in your area.
Right.
Well, it's kind of oak here, I guess.
If it's
but,
got,
I love apple, man.
they
I
say
love oak with
they
apple.
say if it's got a fruit or a nut,
Mm,
it's good to barbecue with.
okay.
I mean, I've got, I have some mesquite. I've got some hickory. I've got pecan. I've got oak. I've got pear. It's
Yeah,
just
see,
whatever
I
my mood is.
Experimenting with my woods. I haven't. I had a pear tree. I burned the wood in the fire. I didn't like smoke with it. I had a small apple tree. I'm kind of holding them for smoker chips. I keep cutting them into small little chunks, but
Yeah.
as I prune the tree, but I got to cut the whole tree down eventually because it's under the power wire. It was a stupid plant. I shouldn't have put it there. Oops. Live and learn.
Right.
I think.
But I want to start experimenting with, like, say, hickory and pecan. You said, right, hon? Pecan.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know where to get pecan.
Well, I mean, it's all good, but it's not worth the difference in the flavors. Now, this is just my opinion. It's not worth what you got to pay to have it brought in.
Yeah.
Exotic stuff.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
mean, if
worth
I've
it.
got oak readily available here,
Right.
Well,
and
he
I cut an oak
has
tree
a lot
down
of hickory.
last
Mhm.
fall, so I've been using that. Now, is there a difference between it and the pecan?
Well, now,
very,
if you
very
think about
subtle.
it like that, Grumpus.
But I'm not going to
Um,
Academy and paying $10 for 4 pieces of wood.
Right.
Where they'll feed a pig acorns for a week before it gets slaughtered, right?
Yeah, but that's what I
You
tell
know,
everybody. Whatever's
that's
readily
right.
available. Now down here, we have a lot of post oak.
Yeah.
Get out west Texas, you got a lot of mesquite.
Okay.
But I had a friend or a neighbor. His dad lived on a farm in Illinois, and he had a whole farm full of cherry trees.
Oh, wow.
And when the wind would blow, it'd blow them trees over every once in a while. He'd cut it up and bring me some wood off of it.
Nice.
Fruit bearing cherry trees?
But to go to Academy and buy a bag of cherry wood, you're gonna end up paying $20 for a
Mhm.
bag with about 6 sticks in it.
Yeah.
And that subtle difference in the taste is just not worth that expense to me.
I concur.
Mm-mm.
If I was a doctor, I would concur.
Well, Captain, don't you have a lot of hickory trees up there?
No, we have a lot of oak. A lot of
Just
oak, a lot of maple, a lot of pine up here. I'm
don't wanna use
on
pine.
East Coast, New Jersey, west of Staten Island, basically. How
Okay.
you going? Try the much. Stupid shit like that. And it's already worse sweater weather.
Sweater weather. Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
We're wearing sweaters already.
Sweater weather.
And a t-shirt on.
Yeah, I'm a little jelly. I'm a little jelly.
Don't be
That's not a
jelly.
Jersey word, jelly. I'm a little
Don't be jelly
Jelly
because
for
in
short, right?
August it's blazing hell here.
Yeah, I always say I live in like Hades A, but instead of 10B or 10A, I'm in Hades A.
Hades
Or
A.
Hades B now,
Listen,
really. Hades
don't
B.
hate. You live in the land of freedom.
Oh yeah.
I'm stuck in a blue state. I gotta run.
Oh,
I
ouch.
didn't say that. Be quiet. They might, jail me
Yeah, no, they won't. No, they.
per se, or no. But.
I'm looking.
Just saying. Yeah. Look at them processing it.
Right.
Trying to do two things at once, and it didn't come easy for me.
I know. I see you operating, mister.
I'm not good at that either. I used to be able to drive a stick shift, eat a hamburger, smoke a cigarette, and smack a kid all at the same time. I can't do that stuff anymore. I can't even drive anymore.
That's not good. Oh no.
That is something that I wish like crazy, that I once in a while I just want to get in a car and go somewhere by myself with no distractions, like maybe somewhere like Wyoming. My girlfriend called me one time. I told her that. She goes, "What the hell's in Wyoming?" I said, "Nothing."
Precisely.
Nobody, nothing is in Wyoming. So as far as I know, it's an imaginary place. I've never seen a license plate from Wyoming. Have you?
I identify as brittle.
Have you, Carol?
What was that? What was the question?
Ever seen a license plate with Wyoming on it?
No.
Yeah, exactly. It's an imaginary place, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it might be up near the igloos. Like, yeah.
Listen, they got a population of 17. Leave them alone.
Hey, I'm all for it.
Stop picking on those 17 people.
I'm down with Wyoming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wait, let's
There's
see.
17 people that own Wyoming. Don't laugh at them. There's
Yeah,
17 people that own
I
Wyoming.
admire
All right?
them for
It's
their
a
ingenuity.
big ass state. You know, population. Yeah, it's ours.
Yeah, I don't blame you, Obsnet. I do not blame you. I would not drive in Jersey.
Oh, I love driving in Jersey. It's like a race car.
I bet.
Oh my God. People are petrified of driving in Jersey. And we just do we're like NASCAR, but at about 80 miles an hour. 80, 85, and stay the fuck out of the fast lane, please. Because you'll cause a crash if you're doing fucking the speed limit in the fast lane.
We
You
have
kill
the
it.
same
Let me
problem
write
here.
that.
Get the hell out the way. Boom, bitch, get out the way. Here I come. New Jersey's driving. We suffer no fools in New Jersey. We all know how to drive fast and hard and up each other's ass and can react at a second's moment when you try to bail out or tap your brake and cause an accident. We're like insurance inspectors. It's like, well, oh, nope, I got you. You ain't crashing me.
So what are you using, Captain? You using your phone?
Yeah, I'm on my iPhone.
That's a very
Radio
clear picture.
Jonesy. Too funny.
Very clear picture.
All right, I'm very delayed. I got an iPhone 14 Pro.
Wait.
So are you showing a delay on your end?
On my computer, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, there
And
will
on
be
my
a delay
phone,
on the
I
computer.
can't see the whole picture. I can't
That's
see it.
weird. I can't see Radio Jonesy and Restream. That's so
What, am I
strange.
freaking out? Should I leave?
You
No,
don't
you're
you
not.
don't see him in the
No,
chat.
I see him in YouTube's chat, your chat. Don't see him in Restream.
But you don't see it in Restream.
Because
Yeah,
I'm filming
so
myself.
I think
right?
it's like something's
Do you
glitching
see everybody
out.
else?
pretty much.
Yeah, I'm filming like where I can see the 4 pictures, but I can only see 2 pictures. Maybe I can adjust it.
I see
Nope, can't
Eastwind
do it.
Farms in Restream, but don't see him in
Can't adjust it.
your thing. But I see Radio Jonesy and Obsnet on your YouTube side and don't see them on Restream. That's so weird. So I wonder
Well,
if
I
there's a
don't-
setting. Is there some kind
I
of...
don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Me neither. Listen, this is my first time doing a live with
This is
the
the
man,
first
the myth,
time.
the legend, the Hawaiian freaking shirt master.
This is the
Okay.
first time we've done
Grumpus on
Restream.
fire.
Right. We're
So
just trying it
we're
out.
all floundering
We're
here.
trying to figure it out. It's
Can I leave now? I love you guys. Had a great time. But I gotta go, man. I'm getting
Okay.
Okay.
Good night,
I'm,
Good
Captain.
night.
feel
Good
like
night,
so
Captain.
pressured.
I'm glad you popped your cherry here.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Good night.
Right?
Man. Good night.
We'll see you, Cap.
How do I get out of
So
this thing now?
strange. I
This is
don't know
gonna be
what would do
good.
that.
Hit the live button. Maybe that makes it go away.
The
Nope.
leave one.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is, down the bottom right. Thank you.
All right, we'll see you.
Bye.
Yeah, mine's in the upper right hand corner. When he said that, I
You
went,
know what, Jonesy? You're right. I've never seen a license plate from Tasmania.
Right. Me either.
However, I will say that I always thought that was a fake place too when I was a kid, because they called it, the Tasmanian devil on the cartoon, and I thought it was made up. Now I know better, but
Right. It's the Bikini Bottom of Australia.
hmm
That's
and
what it is.
beautiful. Beautiful.
Gorgeous. Yeah, from everything Radio Jonesy like posts. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
It's enviable. So I got some news about the competition.
Yeah, what's up?
7th.
7.
Was that the score they
Yeah.
scored them?
They've got 7th place out of all the bands.
Oh, well,
which
that's
is
pretty good, isn't it?
it's not horrible, but
not going to make them happy.
they got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of work to do.
It's marching band, right?
Got some
Yeah.
room to
Yeah,
grow.
that's some hard work too.
Yeah,
Those-
oh my gosh, they've been doing this nonstop since July. It-
Do they have to wear the like polyester blend suits too out in that? Ugh. Yeah, that's hard work.
It is. Well,
Especially
now
for, like,
they don't
the-
have to wear them during practice. Just performances.
For performance,
yeah.
still. Still.
Appreciate it, Aubrey.
Oh,
Okay,
so
but
funny.
I'm in
You
bed.
can-
I don't
oh,
wear
that's, you know what? Wait a minute. I want to see. Okay, it just says SFS. Now that they said that. You can
I
put
think-
up one of these and still be naked behind here and nobody would know.
That's right.
Except for Grumpus. He has to see you before you come up on panel.
Yeah.
I'm just here with a shirt and a smile.
You know something.
We don't know if there's anything more. Just saying.
I'm so afraid to watch this.
I know. Never know. As long as he doesn't stand up, you never know. I was just like in 2020 when everybody was,
The year that shall
working
remain
from home.
nameless.
Yeah, when everybody's working from home. You never know. They could
Right,
just put
right.
on a shirt. So saw so many of those, like, or the guys are in boxers and they're just in their business shirt. Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, my kids used to do school in their jammies.
Oh, I totally would do that.
Once they got the whole Zoom
ha-
meetings, Google Classroom and all that stuff figured out.
Right.
Um,
Okay, so it has the ticker. That's good.
Yeah, we got the ticker. And
Does
then
it have intro, outro too that you can add? Did it have that?
we've got a timer that
Okay.
you can put at the very beginning.
Is it-
It's set at a minute. It defaults at a minute, but DJ says you can change the time on it, so that's something I'll have to look into.
Can you upload video? Did he say
I didn't ask him that. I never tried it.
for like intro, outro? That's one thing StreamYard added, but it's still not worth $44. Is you can
See, you're more
add it,
advanced
and
than I
then when
am.
you end, it'll play your outro. You don't have to click on it anymore now. You just enter your intro and your outro, and as soon as you start, it plays your intro, and as soon as you end, it plays your
Now,
outro.
see, Evie Mux will do that,
Okay.
but that's not something I really thought to check into on this one.
Is EV Mux, does it have, like, what's their free, what's the next level? How much was it?
That I don't remember off the top of my
Oh,
head.
sorry, I hit my mic. Thanks.
Evie
Sean.
Mux, I mean, right now, Restream is sizing these windows. and
Yeah.
you've got very few, just like StreamYard, you got very few
Selection.
pre-select. I mean, you
Okay.
got presets.
Yeah. When I came in, I
EV
noticed
Mux
it
will
was.
let you change the shapes. It'll let you overlap.
Yeah.
It'll let you build layers.
Cool.
A lot of stuff that OBS does, you can do in EV Mux.
Yeah, I've heard people like it
But
who use
I
it.
really liked it, but they've kind of crippled it as far as the free version.
Mm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I've only been doing this. What have we been doing this, Charlotte? Maybe 2-3 months.
Yeah. Yeah, about that.
And I have not gotten comfortable enough with any of them to start writing any checks.
Right.
Right. Darn it, Charlotte.
Um,
If I knew you wanted hours, you could have come up and restreamed. Even though I'm probably the one you guys were talking about. We all over talk. I'm sorry. It's like I have ADHD.
Well, no, it wasn't your channel. It wasn't
Oh,
your
okay.
No.
I have ADHD. My friends have ADHD.
It wasn't. It wasn't. No.
Ooh, I like that
I'm
background.
sure. Carol's got good streams.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've been
thank you.
I've been on some that had like 8 people on there and all of them talking at once.
At the same time. Yeah. Yeah. Because
And I'm usually in and out in about a minute.
Have a bit of control over
Right.
the conversation.
Yeah.
EV Mux has a free version.
Okay.
They have a basic version, which is $19 a month, and then they have a pro version, which is $39 a month.
Well,
the-
19 is still under what StreamYard had, which was the 20,
which was a 25.
25-ish, and then you quit that, and they come back at you and gave you a 10.
See, I wish I'd have known
But-
that because I quit them and they never came back at me. But
Weird.
Hey, look what I found.
Ooh, what'd you find?
hey, Jonesy.
How'd you find him? That's
Hey.
pretty cool.
Okay, let me tell you
Cool
what
idea.
$19 a month is all the free stuff, and then no logo.
Which one?
The $19 a month plan.
Which program?
EV Mux.
EV Mux. Okay.
You can get up to 12 on-screen participants. Full pro scene builder. I don't know what that means.
That's what I was talking about with the overlays and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A logo background and overlays.
Nice.
Your own.
Okay.
Slideshow, pre-recorded streams for 2 hours of them. I don't know if that's up to 2 hours each or 2 hours total.
Good night, little fish.
Oh, I forgot to tell Marcel happy birthday.
Oh,
Yeah,
happy
birthday, my
birthday.
dear.
Mine stopped at one. Yeah, that last question, Grumpus, what is Restream? My side chat stopped, and then it said Eastwind said I know you. It hasn't updated in Restream.
It has not.
Nope. But it's updated on your side, on your YouTube side chat. I'm just letting you know as a guest.
Well,
that's what's going on.
that's good feedback. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the overlays, Charlotte. I'm sorry.
Yeah, continue,
It's okay.
Charlotte.
Unlimited streams,
Mhm.
multi-stream to 4 destinations,
Cool.
custom RTMP. I don't know what that is. Let's see.
RTM.
That's
Yes.
another way to broadcast.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You can record your content, 20 gigs of storage, 2 collaborator seats, so you can have co-hosts,
Yay. Okay.
and transcription.
And that's at 19 a month.
That's at 19 a month.
Transcription's nice.
I'm not paying $39 a month. Do y'all want to know what that has?
No.
What's the extra that it has? I want to know if there's like something spectacular.
4 collaborator seats, 50 gigs of storage, 9 destinations to multi-stream to,
Dang. 9.
320 kbit S audio.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Audio quality.
Okay.
Right, Jonesy?
Multiple
You got it now.
cameras.
Oh my gosh, your mics are so good.
Multiple cameras, ISO local recordings, pre-recorded stream 13 hours.
Okay.
Hang on. Choose.
It's really the
I
voice
didn't hear
girl.
anything about the intro outro. Would that be the pre-recorded stream? Or is it like where StreamYard says You're going to go live, or are you going to?
Yeah, no, what they do, the intro, the
Record.
automatic one is that you program it in or you put in what your intro is, and it goes straight to your live. Like there's no, you don't have to go back to it to program
On
it for the
EV
next
Mux
one.
does that because StreamYard just started doing that,
Yeah,
where you could
yeah, EV
pop
Mux,
it
yeah.
in.
I've
Okay.
heard other people talk about. I haven't used it, but I've heard other people
Yeah, I haven't
discussing it.
either.
Okay.
That's why I popped over because I haven't used Restream, and I popped over to say hello, and then I saw he was on Restream, and I'm like, oh, I want to come.
Yeah,
in.
EVMux has the default like we're looking at now, but you can go in there and do a lot of nice things,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of creative stuff.
And load up your own stuff and your own
Yeah.
backgrounds. Like even this on OBS, I love how you can put on backgrounds that move around. What are those called when they do move? A
Well, I mean,
background
see,
that has motion.
I can do multiple cameras and stuff now, but only in the little square that you see.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it for the whole broadcast.
But I mean, when
So,
you're doing your
OBS.
OBS, what's that background that moves? Is there a special name
Just-
for it rather than a still?
It's just
Animation.
okay. What you're
Animation.
looking at on my square is layers.
Yeah.
So there's a background layer, and then there's a camera layer.
Yeah. But I mean,
So
behind
if I turn the
us-
camera off, you just see the background.
Yeah, I love that. And
Or I
that's
can
moving.
turn the background off.
But what about the Restream one, Grumpus? Like the
Well, the
one that we're
Restream,
all-
okay, the
yeah.
Restream, what you're seeing moving now, this blue in the background.
Mhm.
Let's see if I can find that over there. That's
Jonesy said it's like called animated. Like if I went to look it up to
You've got-
download one, is it just called animated backgrounds for?
yeah, you've got
Live
20
streaming?
of them built in.
Wow.
I mean, so you just click it, and there it is.
Oh, there's the happy birthday one. Oh.
So there's 20
Yes,
of them, 20 of them built in that you can just
think.
pick and choose from. Now you can't upload your own unless
Oh.
you go into the paid version.
Okay. Okay.
But there's quite a few of them here
Yeah.
to put some
Pretty.
interest in your screen.
Yeah.
Some of them are kind of busy, some of them are kind of slow.
That one's kind of
Now, see, the
distracting.
balloon one doesn't bother
pretty-
me so much.
Yeah. That one's really pretty, but it's like a little distracting.
And the
But
rainbow.
But they've also got some stationary ones.
Yeah.
So there's just a gradient right there.
That goes good with your background.
So
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
so
it's
does
got
the
it's
other.
got a lot of nice things to it as far as being pretty.
Mm-hmm.
It goes with my hair.
Look at that blue
What's
hair.
that?
Same as the background. Oh
Yeah.
no, I was actually cleaning up mess in stored boxes here.
You
And
found
asked
that.
me why I've got
You
bright
found here.
highlights.
Blue hair, don't care.
Yeah, maybe it's the only
I
place I can
wanted
put
to
it.
do pink. Yeah, you're gonna put some on there. It's like breast cancer month, like awareness month. You need pink, Jonesy.
We
Go pink.
at our football game last night. It was pink
Some
out night,
looks.
and all of the football players wore pink socks,
Oh, I love that.
and all of the band kids had tutus on made with pink.
Aw.
Like, oh my gosh!
Did you hear me last night that I had that bilateral MRI and they still haven't read it? Monday, it will be 2 weeks. I love how they scare the crap out of you and then they're like, oh, 2 to 3 business days. You'll have
I
it.
have a girlfriend going through that right now. She has a biopsy scheduled for I think the middle 2 weeks from now,
Mm.
and she said that is too long to wait.
It is, yeah. Can you imagine all the poor women like during that other time that I
No.
mentioned? That
No.
like how many people passed because they didn't get their stuff done?
Right.
Sad.
Right.
But yeah,
It was-
the waiting is the hardest part, is what I've spoken to other people who have gone through it.
Mhm.
Laura from Hedgehog's Homestead, and she said that was the hardest part.
Mhm.
But I've got a lot of people praying for me, so I'm confident that no matter what happens, we'll take it day by day
Yeah.
and get through it. But yeah, that part though is frustrating. My husband's just like, that just seems like if we had a lot of money, that's when we would have our lawyer call them. say what's
No
going
kidding.
what's going on.
But
But yeah,
you don't have a portal or anything that you can go into and read the
not for
results?
there's no results to read yet. My doctor even is called and was like, "What?" So I called my insurance to call around, and apparently radiology is very much, if you go to a certain place, that radiologist that works there only reads what they do there. That's it.
Uh,
And if you have your disc and you go to another place, they want to redo your stuff for that radiologist to read it. It's become very much crazy money
Ching.
about,
that's how messed up our healthcare system is.
right.
It's
Totally.
about as messed up as, never mind.
It's so
Mhm.
weird. This iChat keeps like bumping and hiding the last couple, but it has not updated, and it doesn't. I don't want to. If I hit the
Well, this is the last one that I'm seeing.
so what
Is
are
that the
you
last
guys
one you're seeing?
looking at? No, I've got
Uh,
Eastwind Farms still
Patron.
in here, and it says I know you, and that's on the Restream. And then I go over to your page, and on the side chat, I have the same one that you're putting up, but it's not updating in StreamYard. Actually, no, I
You gotta
have
you
capped
gotta
it.
keep
Hold on.
scrolling. You gotta
No, I
keep
did.
scrolling.
I totally
Charlotte,
did.
can you see it? You can see it
Here,
at the
I'll
bottom,
take a
can't you?
wait. Let me see. I'll take a picture so you can see, Jonesy. I've
The
totally
last one I
scrolled.
have is, so what are the plans?
Yeah, that's
On
the
the
last one I have.
StreamYard side, or I mean on the
No,
Restream.
I'm looking on YouTube.
Yeah,
on
I
What
have
about
my
the
YouTube's fine. Go look on your Restream if you
Okay.
can, and see if it updated for you as a
And
guest.
mine's
Yeah, that's the last one I have.
I don't. I'll show you on my phone.
Uh.
It's really weird.
Are you going for
Yeah, I
one
scrolled
thing
it.
different about Restream is the comments are not coming from the bottom up, they're coming from the top down.
Oh,
that
okay.
makes sense.
Does that make
That
sense?
makes sense. Then that's why I'm not
And scroll
seeing
back
them.
up to the top and have a look.
You scroll to the top to get the one that's on the bottom on YouTube, Charlotte. Is that what you're saying?
Aha. I've
See
got
that
Well, they're
again?
feeding up from the bottom and pushing the top ones out.
Hold up.
No, this is opposite on
feeding
the
from-
end.
It's
feeding
opposite.
from
Yeah.
top
Hey, Ann's
and the
playing.
middle.
Yes, hi Ann.
That is so weird.
How are you doing
It's
tonight?
different.
Thank you. Okay, so mine's
I kept
fine,
scrolling.
So
Grumpus.
you're saying the new
Come
The
in.
new
message
messages are
is at the top or the bottom?
Come at
Yeah,
the
top.
top.
It's
That's
at the top.
why. Yeah.
Well,
They
see,
keep
it's
pushing it.
it's backwards on mine. I'm seeing it from the
Oh.
bottom, just like on the
On StreamYard.
just
Yeah.
like on
Grumpus, you-
YouTube.
That's
Fabricating
wild.
barbecue grills.
Obsnet wants to know if you're fabricating barbecue grills.
No, I never did that. I've done a few modifications. In
Jonesy,
fact,
what
I
did
got a video coming up on a modification, but I don't build the grills. No.
Jonesy, what did you just say about the comments that he was seeing them the right way and we weren't?
Oh no, yeah, no. I'm just once I realised that what was happening, it was
Okay.
from the top down. Am I causing an echo?
I don't
I'm not
believe
hearing
so.
an echo.
I don't hear an
Okay.
echo.
I've got a slight echo with me, but I think that's something I'll investigate.
Is it an echo or a little bit of a delay? You think? I don't hear an echo.
Well, a delay?
No, I don't hear an echo.
Yeah, I don't hear a delay either.
No.
I'm just saying on your
Awesome.
side, you're sure it's an echo? Because we don't hear echo.
I keep hearing myself in the background. It's all
Huh.
good. I can handle it.
Do you have? Well, I'm not going to ask you because you know your stuff.
I'm just looking
Well, I
at
find
this.
that very odd that my messages are feeding from the bottom up, and you guys are feeding from the top down.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I found it odd too.
Mm.
I was totally lost as to
Yeah.
why I'm only.
I kept scrolling. I kept going.
I'll
Get up,
tell you
get up. I
some
gotta see the new ones at
interesting,
the bottom.
So weird.
something interesting that I've just discovered is that in the bottom right hand corner of your the four of us in this block,
Mhm.
Okay.
you can expand your screen and
Yeah.
and the like your little mic on the bottom, you can still access that. You can
Yeah, that's
access
nice.
the camera, your settings button, but you
Mhm.
cannot see the chat when you do that.
No, you can't.
But it
StreamYard
doesn't
does
matter to
that.
me because I'm looking at it on my phone.
Oh,
I
okay.
can see the
Yes.
mess I've got here that I haven't cleaned up yet.
So
That's
Oh,
when you
look
need
at
the
that. What did
Oh,
you
it
just
popped it up.
do?
What did you do?
What did
how's
you
that?
do?
How's that looking?
It looks great.
It looks great. Great
So
for
is
these old eyes.
feeding
Oh
from
my
the top
gosh.
or the bottom?
That's what I was thinking too.
So now it's feeding from the top, right?
I don't know. Somebody
It's
write a
still
comment.
feeding at the top, but it's nice and big. It's
Yeah.
great.
You like
it's
that
extra
better?
big.
Yes.
I do.
Yeah, I can.
How did you
I can.
do that?
I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
I just
there's-
clicked on an overlay button.
Weird.
No,
Yeah, it's from the
still
top.
blurry.
Wow. I feel like
Still blurry.
I had some of that special plant and I didn't. Like it's so trippy.
It is.
Smart.
It's so easy to read,
It's
unlike
great.
StreamYard.
Yeah, StreamYard's
Unlike
small.
StreamYard, because I really struggle to read. It's my eyes.
Well, I struggle though with StreamYard because it doesn't automatically scroll sometimes, and then sometimes it does
Right.
when you're hosting.
Now, one
Like,
thing I do like about StreamYard is you can take your finger and roll it backwards and find messages.
mhm.
This, I don't know. You can't do it with this.
It's got
But you can do it with your phone.
I think
I had it before. I don't have it now. On this setting with it larger, I don't have the ability to scroll it.
Oh,
But on the other one, I did. That's how I all of a sudden went up to the top after you told me. I scrolled
oh,
right up.
okay. Okay.
So on a laptop, you can scroll it, but not in this larger situation.
I see.
Oh, I see what
Hey.
you did because you put it on the screen for us. That's
Yes.
why.
Mhm.
Because I just made it small to see. where
So,
the
Have any?
person
I
was.
think
any
I
of you-
think a common problem we all might be having is we're getting comfortable with what we're using, and we're on the edge of outgrowing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
have
I
Cut
to-
our,
like seeing
we
the
cut,
new.
cut our teeth on one piece of software, and now it's holding us back.
Yeah.
I can't believe
Yeah.
they upped the rates the way they did.
Well, because we're comparing everything to it because it's what we've known. You know.
Well, and we're resistant to change.
Oh yeah.
That's
know.
right.
Especially once you hit 50, it's like
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's hard
I
to
wish.
unlearn something in order to learn something new.
That is true.
Very
That is
true.
true.
Hey,
Gotta wait
has
for all
anyone?
the other
Hi, Captain.
Oh, sorry, but Jonesy, go ahead.
No, has anyone here sanded their floorboards and then polyurethane or whatever that smelly, nice, shiny stuff is to make
Mhm.
it look really good? Has anyone done
Uh-huh.
that recently? Or before?
Not recently.
No.
Not recently.
Oh man, the smell
For
of
like
the house.
wood flooring?
The
Yeah,
smell
hardwood,
is
hardwood timbers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, poor old yeah, we got half the house. We did half the house.
Give you a headache.
Yeah, I mean, all the windows are open. It's not as
Do you have any
It's not-
fans?
we got a nice breeze. But it takes 12 hours to dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we did it this morning at
Yeah.
11.
How many
Yes,
coats
now,
are you using on it?
This is only the first, and they want us to use 3. The
Yeah.
specialist told us.
You're gonna sand in between them.
So they say. He said sand. He said sand what you'll see little bits of imperfections, like little bits.
Yeah.
He said sand those away and then go over the top again. But if you don't see imperfections, just go over the top again.
Yeah.
Is
Oh,
what,
okay.
what he said.
Do you
That's
have
what
to
I
go
would
over
Yeah.
the whole thing again or just the imperfections, though?
Yeah.
Because you've got to get that layer
No.
right?
The whole
Well, you got to
thing.
get the shine
yeah.
right too.
The shine and
Yeah.
the layering.
It's pretty much
It's fun.
self-leveling stuff, though. I mean,
Oh, is it? Okay, that's what I was
It's
wondering.
pretty.
if
It's
it
pretty
would-
thick.
yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if it would leave
It's
like a
fun.
little hump there.
Yeah, I
fun how you
prefer to
see-
use polyacrylic
Mhm.
when
We
I
ripped
do
up the
mine.
carpets in half of the house. The carpets must have
Mhm.
been 70 years old. and we ripped
Oh
them up, and
gosh.
oh man, the amount of dust and the stuff underneath, and but the
My
boards
goodness.
were never walked on, or
Look at
they,
this,
they
y'all.
were they just looked
I
clean.
can't.
Yeah, so
Ooh, what? It's ready to
It's
go.
it's
What
an
is that?
onion trying to grow out of the bag.
Like, I'm ready. Put me in. I'm ready
These are
now.
onion sets,
They're
and
nice.
look, I don't even know if I can grow these here,
Might as well try. That one's
but
ready.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
Smells delicious though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know if they'll grow or not. I have no idea. Because in the South you have to grow short day onions,
Right.
and I don't know what these are. But I got them at the farm store, so you would think they would be short day onions,
Might as well
right?
try it. Yeah. Even if you just get the greens, like I was watching somebody who makes, and I was saying it to tonight, somebody makes onion stock instead of making just beef or chicken. They make onion stock and it goes with everything.
Oh yeah,
And they
yeah.
use like all their scraps that they put in the freezer from chopping
Okay.
onions and their greens.
hmm
I was like, yeah, I need to do that.
I do that. I save everything that I chop up, like the
Yeah.
celery and carrots and garlic and onions, and I stick it all in a freezer bag
Mm-hmm.
and put it in the freezer and just keep adding to it till I have a whole bag of it,
Yeah.
and then I make stock with it
Yeah.
or broth.
I know.
I have a hard time calling anything that doesn't have fat in it
Mm-hmm.
stock.
Is that the difference? Because I don't know. I thought stock was
Well,
like bones and the other
stock
is.
is what happens when it gels.
Oh,
When you
okay. So
make
it has to have
chicken
collagen
soup
in it.
and it has that collagen. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So it is bones. Like you've got to have bones in it to make
To
collagen.
me, yeah, yeah. I don't know if that's common perception or not, but that's always been my perception.
Right.
Um,
Jonesy, it wasn't an echo. You're like it's a little bit of a delay. I think you were hearing. You
I,
just
yeah, I
I
totally.
just
think so too,
froze.
John.
You
My
yeah.
whole
You just
screen
did like
just
a
froze.
whole.
Mm-hmm.
It reminded me of like 80s music videos. That whole.
He's like Max Headroom.
Yes.
Did you see what Ann said?
Yes.
Nice.
Ann said she's like her cat. She's grumpy when things change.
Right.
Oh man, our
Here,
poor
here,
cat
Ann.
lives downstairs, and he come up the staircase, and he had a look, and he went, "Oh, I'm out of here," and he went back down.
Mm.
So he
Yeah. Our
he
dog
wasn't
does that when
impressed.
my daughter's moving stuff around in her room,
Mhm.
Jonesy. She's like, I'm not. Mom's doing something in there. I'm out of here. She comes and
I took a
cuddles.
break a minute ago and went into the bathroom. My family always turns the sink on for the cats. They don't have a bowl of water in the floor. They just turn the bathroom sink on.
Oh no.
And so the cats jump up there and they get water, right?
Right.
So the pretty calico cat is sitting in the sink, letting the water drip on her head. Like, what are you doing?
Just having
She
one
turns
of those
around, looks at
days.
me,
Just
and
chilling.
she's licking water off of her nose. I'm like, you're having fun. Go ahead, carry on.
Right. There's always got to be one that's a little different. It's okay.
This is a time of night.
Yep.
She is a little different, but she is the sweetest thing, isn't she, Grumpus? She'll climb up here and lay
Oh,
on my
yeah.
shoulder half the night if I let her.
Mine's sitting here right behind me snoring tonight.
I'm keep waiting for the cat distribution society
Is
or
it?
whatever they call it to just drop a kitten off at my door. Keep looking, and I think that's the only way I'll get one because hubby was like, nope.
Oh, look. If I had some property and a big old house, I would have all the cats.
Mm,
All the cats. I love them.
they need the home.
Hey, Susie, how you doing?
Hey, Susie.
Hi, Susie.
Susie.
And I'll tell you a funny. I never liked cats ever until
Okay.
5 years
Right.
ago.
Yeah, my
And
dad was not a
I
fan.
got this one kitten and I fell in love with him. And he was my familiar, is what my kids said.
Mhm.
And he ended up passing away. What was it, April?
Something like that,
No.
yeah.
In the spring. he had kidney disease, and yeah, it took us really by surprise, truly, and unfortunately he didn't make it.
Sorry.
But you know, I am not the same. I will never be the same again. And you know, these cats aren't him, but they're sweet, and I like them.
Yeah.
And I'll have more when the kids move out and take their cats with them.
Well, our daughter
Well,
moved
I've
in,
only had the
and she
2
brought the
cats,
cat
and
with
both
her.
of them adopted me.
And they did, didn't they, Grumpus?
They did.
Especially this one that you tried to pawn off on me.
Well, he's still watching for you.
No, no. We
Yeah.
have one that's
The daughter moved
handicapped.
in.
What'd you say, Jonesy?
Oh, the daughter moved home, and she brought a cat, and then the daughter moved out, and the cat stayed behind.
That's how it usually
Yeah,
happens.
heard that before. Yeah.
I've always thought
9
I'm just
years
a dog
later,
person until
he's
someone
still
put a
here.
tiny
That's
kid.
horrible, Anne. They
Jeez,
on the
Anne,
highway.
can you
What's
believe
wrong?
people do things like that? It's just unconscionable.
So disgusting.
Well, Annie, that's how I ended up with my cat. I guess, well, the white trash behind me moved out and left that cat behind.
Wow.
And it was so
And
scrawny, wasn't
It
it?
hung around my deck for probably a month. I didn't feed it. I didn't pet it. I didn't even talk to it or look its direction because I was hoping it'd find a
Here we
place to go.
Move on. Yeah. That would be
And
my dad. My dad was like
It
that.
made its home
Cats.
in my lawn chair till I finally had to pick it up, and
Oh,
we've had it ever since.
yeah.
But she's a lap cat. I mean, she's just a sweetheart.
Right.
Doesn't tear anything up. Doesn't make any messes.
Yeah.
But she will let you hold her as long as you can stand to sit down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mhm.
sweet.
That's what you want.
Aw.
I'm so sorry, Anne.
That's the way Birdie is. She just let me hold her for as long as I want to. And then when I go to bed, she comes and sleeps right next to me.
Mm.
But you know
24 years old. That's how old the cat was.
what?
That's
It used all 9 of its
long.
lives.
Yeah.
Wow.
You gave him a good life, Anne. Wow.
But you know, I think cats do pick people
Mm-hmm.
because the little gray one that we got from the Humane Society right after Birdie,
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely fell in love with her at first sight. And she can't stand me. Hates my guts. She bites my feet every time I try to walk by her. If I try to pat her head, she slaps my hand away. She's evil.
Sassy.
Terrible.
Sassy, not classy.
Yeah. I
Well,
told somebody just the other day, I said I should have named her Sassy. I
Yeah.
think I'm changing her name to Sassy.
Yeah.
That's the 3rd time I've heard somebody say Sassy.
Mm-hmm.
Obstinate, I'm pretty sure cats respect men more that ignore them.
Well,
There
I'll tell you what.
something
Now
to
she'll be
that.
sitting in Vicky's lap, and if I walk in the room and sit down, she abandons it immediately and comes to me.
Yeah, our neighbors had a cat, and
Wow.
they always told me how mean the cat was, and that the cat didn't like people. The cat always came to me and would rub up against my legs, like I never saw the cat like that. I was like, this cat? Like, yeah, she hates people. I'm like, I'm not seeing that. Like, this one's always coming over to me and rubbing on my leg and wanting me to pet it. So I don't know what kind of people she's been
It
around.
picked you.
Yeah, I would have picked it.
Yeah,
The only
thank
time I
you.
really got to take care of a cat was my brother wanted one before he passed, and I took care of that cat, and he named it Kitty, and Kitty would reach underneath the door because we had tile floors in that old house, and it had carpet at first, so once they got tile,
Yeah.
there's a gap, and Kitty would stick her little paw out and go,
Hey,
hello,
birdie, birdie.
hello, Carol, and call me to come feed her. I was like, aw, you stinker. How can I resist that?
She called your name.
But she shed like crazy. There was no way we could
Oh, wow.
adopt her. But I still wanted her, and then my sister ended up taking her with her, and Kitty ended up disappearing because she left him with somebody, she said, and the person took her in somewhere and donated her somewhere.
Oh,
I was so upset.
they
I was
only
like,
like who they like. They aren't
Yeah.
loyal just because you feed them.
right, right. Oh, and
Yeah,
she
I think
wasn't
you're right.
fixed when they got her either.
Mm.
My nephew was at the time a vet tech, and he brought her back with him when my mother went to pick him up, and loaded
when
with
my-
fleas, not
Mm.
fixed. And as soon as she came into heat, my dad had put up like really strong, it was beyond hardware cloth strong. I forget what the stuff was, in my brother's window in the bathroom.
Mhm.
She took her claws and pulled it completely off and went out that screen anyway.
Oh,
Had-
my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, she was so strong. We ended up, I was like, that's it. We've got to get her fixed. We don't
Oh,
need,
she needed a husband.
she needed a husband.
In
Yeah. She needed something.
a
She needed
bad
something,
way.
She needed something.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it family friendly here.
Right, exactly. But yeah, she got fixed after that. That was like, no, she could
That
also get
huzzy.
she could get killed. Like there's raccoons about and stuff. Like
Oh,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
goodness.
yeah, she still would come home. She was like, okay, I got it out of my system. I'm back.
She got it out of her system.
Like crazy. So crazy.
At
Because that was
least
the
she
second
didn't.
time she did that. Like the first time there was no metal on the window and screwed in too. My dad screwed it in. I don't know
Well,
how the cat did it.
I think this winter I want Poppy to build a catio
Yeah,
right
that'd
out
be
this
nice.
window here because they love to climb up here. I'll show you. See that window right there?
Mm-hmm.
It goes straight down to the very back of the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that would be such a great place to put a catio.
Yeah.
And they could just climb up there. And my son told me that he has a cat door in his window.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how it keeps the air and the bugs out.
Yeah,
but
I
it
was
does.
wondering. And just security
Yeah.
wise too. Like,
And I thought, oh, that's a great idea. Just,
Which has
put
got a
little-
flap door, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. And
the cat we have has never been outside.
see, these haven't
Never.
either. Yeah. Hey, birdie, birdie.
yeah,
Well,
up
this
until
one here
Kitty-
hasn't been outside in probably a year.
Mm.
Well, this-
We brought her in,
Yes.
and she could hardly breathe. And I think I've had her to the vet several times. I think it's allergies.
Oh, there she is.
Sorry.
Yeah,
That's
Showing her
okay.
good side.
She's
She's
doing all her
hugging
business.
you. Is that the one you were saying that's so sweet? We'll say,
Yeah.
oh,
This is Birdie. Yeah, hi,
Birdie.
Birdie.
Oh,
Birdie,
you little
Birdie.
hugger. I love that.
Ours just looks at the door and just looks outside, looks up in the sky, looks around, looks down, and goes, "No, I'm going back."
Mm.
Won't.
Doesn't
have a
make any
bar.
like sounds like the birds, like how they'll do that, like.
Does some sort of noise like that.
Yeah, I think that's.
Hey
so
Tom,
cool.
how you doing?
I love.
Here's the link.
Hi,
Hey,
Tom.
Hey Tom,
I bet Jan think I'm up.
Tom, you never know what we're going to be talking about over here.
Never.
Talking, it would be my first
Talking
meal
about
tomorrow.
cats.
Will probably be like a kind bar, and I'm hoping I can get like a juice on the road, like a vegetable juice, because we're headed up to Epcot. So I really would rather
goodness.
just the vegetable juice and not a kind bar. I'll keep my sugar lower, but that will be my exciting breakfast.
I would kill for a Dole Whip right now. You just said yacht, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
I've never seen them at Epcot though. They have it
No, in the Magic
in
Kingdom.
the Magic Kingdom, yeah. But it is the wine and food fest, which I can't drink wine and I
Oh,
can't eat. I would say 75% of the stuff that they make in
where are
Disney.
you going?
I get sick.
Do
I
you see
know.
what she just did?
Meow.
She hiked herself up higher on my shoulder. I thought she was going to go back. She never does. She just hikes herself up. The higher
Aw,
she is, the better she likes it.
she's a tree cat. You're her little
Yeah.
tree, but you're
Well, she's
cozy.
definitely shoulder cat.
Yeah, shoulder cat. So
It's the
cute.
tulip festivals here at the moment. There's
Oh,
tulips
wow.
everywhere. Big farms
Oh,
with them. Mm.
it's about to be
Right,
summertime,
Anne?
right?
Favorite.
Yep,
So you're in early
sure
spring
is.
or mid spring?
Well, summer's December for us, so
Okay.
So
So you're kind of
crazy.
early spring.
yeah, still got my jumper
Are
on.
you planting anything?
No, everything gets eaten. I've just got
Yeah.
daffodils.
Yeah.
We put tulips and
I just put her down. Watch this.
a couple of
Excuse
other
me,
plants
ma'am.
that wallabies won't eat.
So do you have summer junior and summer senior down there? Because that's what we have in Florida. We don't we have spring and then it's like summer junior, summer senior.
And
I
then
would say
hell.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
most
summer
people
senior
here
is
say,
basically it. Yeah, Hades would
yeah,
be after summer senior. Yeah.
Hmm.
people
What was
here
that?
say we've got summer and we've got winter, and that's it.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, we don't
And I
get winter
probably
much at
agree.
all.
Yep.
It's changed a lot since we even moved in here. What was it? Let's see, 15 years ago. We still were getting cold snaps, and now we're not. Like cold snaps because I remember the iguanas dropping out of the trees. Dead. That's how I
We can
remember it.
we can see the beach from our front windows, and people are swimming in the water at the moment. Not many, but there's
Oh.
people at the beach going for a
Wow.
swim. So the first ones are keen. So
Do you guys
good luck to
have
them.
all the like tiger sharks and just the same kind of sharks that they have off
Yeah,
of Australia? Holy cow, I wouldn't. I can't even
that's the
go in our
whales.
waters anymore now.
We had
I
we had a
can't.
bunch of humpback whales out there the other day.
That's
Just
cool.
just
Cool.
they stayed there for about 10 hours, and they were just splashing the water, splashing the
Oh, they were
water,
having big
That's
fun.
that's
yeah,
amazing.
and spraying and splashing the water. There was it was
Oh
pretty
wow.
cool.
There's a short of a lady where she just prays out loud. She goes, "I'd really love to see a whale right now, Lord." She's facing out the sea. All of a sudden, a whale pops to the surface and comes up at that
Oh.
exact moment.
Oh
It's
wow.
like,
Yeah.
wow, that's cool. That's
Did he
so
talk to
cool.
her in whale?
No, she didn't. But I probably would do that.
That's it.
Oh,
But
I would do that.
on the on the news, a guy went out on his jet ski at another place where they were, and he was trying to buzz around him, and this big sperm whale just comes straight out of the water and bang
Huh?
right next to him, and it was like the
gosh.
the experts were saying that was like the dominant whale telling him to rack off.
Get the heck out of Dodge.
Right,
Yeah,
That's what he was saying. Get out of
yep.
here, dude.
right.
Oh, wow. It was 98. Yeah, I'm afraid you might be at risk of freezing to death, Tom.
That's interesting. You got a little trophy, Grumpus. You've received 100 messages today with Restream chat. Never that we don't get
Oh.
that. That's new. That's kind of cool. Have you grilled iguana, Grumpus? Oh, you're muted or something. No.
Iguana. Why would you eat a lizard?
They do down here, Jonesy. There is deer meat for dinner. His channel's huge, and he wrapped one in bacon and smoked it on the grill. And as it cooked, it stood back up again like it was trying to escape because the meat,
Oh
the
my
meat cooked and it tightened and
goodness.
it stood up. I was like, oh no, no.
Can't watch that.
But if they slid the meat off, like they skinned it, they slid the meat off with that bacon in it and didn't tell me what it was, I would eat it. Like
I want to know
That's
how
like-
they skin them.
I just don't want to know that like this. You like that answer? Their tail propels them. That's
No, I mean, whenever they clean them, how do they skin them?
Oh yeah.
'Cause
I don't know.
I
thought you
don't
said
even-
how they
Do
swim.
they skin them?
gathered that.
Yeah,
They would have to, wouldn't they?
yeah, they do. I'm pretty sure they skin them. I think he skinned it. Oh, because if they don't,
Kind of
that's
like a
just-
catfish, probably.
maybe
Bit like a leather
You know, there's-
jacket.
like they
Yes.
pull it off because it was all in one piece. So somehow,
Oh.
like how they do rabbit, where they just kind of
They just nail our head to a tree and zip.
Maybe.
Did you ever catch a fish called the leather jackets, and they got the big spike at the back of the head, and you
Oh
cut
no!
you cut down from the spike down there, and you just basically pull
Oh,
the head
wild.
back,
Uh-huh.
and the whole skin comes off.
Oh wow!
That's easy fixing.
Yeah,
Is it any
it's the
good?
cleanest way. Yeah, oh, it's okay.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
We have all kinds of aquarium fish that have gotten large because people have just let them go in Florida waters. Unfortunately, we have a lot of lionfish now that we didn't never have.
Oh no!
They do a like catch, clean, and cook festival for them.
I don't think I'd be eating one of those.
Me either.
We've got
I-
Atlantic salmon.
Yummy.
What?
You know why?
Yummy.
Because they had fish farms here.
Thank you, Annie.
That-
Oh, and let them loose.
Oh.
Or the flooding.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I would eat an iguana. I'm not opposed to it.
No, I would try it.
Yeah, I would try it. Just can't tell me what it is.
Yeah, don't.
That's all.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to know what it was.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I bet it
Gator-
tastes like gator.
Yeah, I'm thinking it tastes like gator too.
Yeah.
And gator wasn't too bad though. I mean,
No, gator's good
yeah,
if it's cooked well.
right.
You know.
I just thought it tasted kind of like fishy chicken.
I had an amazing salad for dinner tonight.
That sounds really
It had acorn squash in it. It had sliced pears and pomegranate
good.
seed.
Ooh, fancy.
And what else did it? Oh, shrimp. Like 6 great big shrimp, like this big.
Yum. Oh,
It's so good. I got it actually at the restaurant that Violet and my other daughter work at. You know that pricey fine dining place.
I was
that
gonna
can't
say
cook.
that sounds like you really went all out for dinner, or
Well,
you went out for dinner.
We went out,
Yeah.
but my daughters work at a fine dining restaurant.
Mhm.
We get a family discount. The employee discount for them is 50% off.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cheap for us to eat there. I mean, it's
That's
like a
nice.
normal restaurant.
Yeah.
I think it was 50 something dollars for the 3 of us.
That's
So
not
that's
bad
not
for what you were describing for your salad.
right. Well, and
For 3
um,
people, that's actually really good
mhm,
price
it's
right
really
now.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Violet got some kind of pasta dish, and her dad got a hamburger, and I would never get a hamburger there.
Mm.
I mean, why?
Mhm. My husband would order a hamburger there because
Yeah.
inexpensive compared to the rest
Well-
of the stuff. That's usually my husband,
Right.
like pretty plain hamburger where if we would go out to eat.
Right.
So now I don't bother. That's not his thing. He doesn't like to go out to eat.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I go with my daughter. We go places instead.
That's one of my favorite things in the world to do.
Yeah.
I think that's one of Grumpus's things too.
What's that?
Going out to eat.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Do you
Oh,
know
man.
Mona? Remember Mona, the sifting some soil lady?
Yeah.
She sent me a mulberry cutting.
Oh,
Rooted.
sweet.
It had leaves
I
and
need to do
everything,
that with
right?
mine. Yeah. Do you know which one?
I have no idea which one. I mean, it's mulberry.
The
That's all I know.
white. Do you know if it's a white mulberry? No. Okay.
I'm
okay.
assuming it's the blackberry.
I think
looking
I
kind.
think she has the one like I have, the Illinois dwarf
Okay.
mulberry. I
Well,
think she does.
she sent it, and I put it in this great soil in a nursery pot, and I put a little cage around it to keep critters
Thanks,
out.
Grumpus.
My dog decided it was a stick, and he got it there.
What a little turd. No.
Shoot off all the leaves, shoot off part of the roots, and I have a stick left about this tall. The one she sent me was over a foot tall.
If anything can recover, a mulberry can.
That's what I was thinking. It's kind of like a crepe myrtle, right?
Yeah, I had one that was completely dried out, and I still stuck it back in the ground because my son pulled the whole tree out, and it was probably about 3 foot high, and it was a little tree by then.
Right.
He yanked it out of the ground, and I didn't realize it was yanked because he just barely did it, but disconnected it from the soil.
Yeah.
Whole thing turned brown, leaves dropped off, and I'm like, I'm sticking it back in just to see what happens. Oh, it's fine.
And it was fine.
It was fine. Yep.
Well, what I did was I put it. See, I haven't done anything to it yet except put it in water.
Oh, you got to get it in soil.
Yeah.
Get it back. Get it back in the soil.
So, but I don't know if you know how when dogs chew things, like you'll take a layer of wood off.
Oh, it did that.
And there's a piece that's exposed to,
Mm-hmm. Well, did
and so I don't know if I could cut it above that and stick that part in the soil, or if I could just take all of it and stick it in the soil, or maybe put it in two pieces, put two pieces in the soil. I'm not sure.
Yeah, if he went for the middle and chewed off the middle, do that.
It's mostly the end down by the roots where he chewed.
Oh, well then just cut that part off and start over. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be okay.
And put it back in the soil.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
He lost his internet.
Oh no.
Bummer.
I think I have an echo now.
No, you're good.
Okay.
I was gonna say SpongeBob got down there and scrubbed you right off
No
the
fish,
internet.
seafood, no duck, gator, no bunnies, no frogs. Man, what's left?
No bunnies.
No
What's
fish,
left?
No seafood, no ducks.
Those are like some of my favorite things in the world to eat, except frogs. I don't like frogs.
I love frog
beef,
legs.
Pork.
Do you? See, I don't care for them.
I'll pretty much eat anything that can't outrun me.
There you go. Steak, ribs, chicken.
See, now I love those things too, Anne. Yeah. Lamb chops. Oh my gosh.
That sounds good about now, doesn't it?
I know it does.
I think we talked about this before, but I'm not positive. How do you get the gamey taste out of lamb chops at the end? That finish? Like how it can sometimes get gamey with lamb chops?
Well, sometimes it just depends on where the lamb come from.
And what they're eating? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I've had people tell me you can soak them in milk or soak them in buttermilk or something like that, but I've never seen that helped
really
anything.
Does anything.
Right.
Okay. Oh, and that's our favorite. And do you guys eat goat? Is that also on the menu? Since it's kind of Mediterranean.
I know it's very common in other parts of the world besides the U.S.
It is.
In fact, I think it's one of the most common
goat
meats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Well, even in Europe, they eat horse. We don't.
Oh, do they?
Cabrito, barbacoa, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Wait, what? Barbacoa is goat?
Barbacoa, I think. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's like the cheeks.
Oh. Well, grouper cheeks are really tender.
I thought they do it with beef though too. I thought that was just a recipe of how they cook it. I didn't.
Well, I'm sure you can do it with any meat, but I think the authentic thing down in Mexico, I think it's
the cheek of the goat. Well, they use a lot of heart too, like a
lot of organ meats. Yes.
A lot of organ meats from beef and stuff. Yeah. My brother was saying like the street tacos are usually hard.
That's exactly right, Captain. All those preferences go right out the window when you're
Right.
hungry.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, I used to tell Corey, he wouldn't eat, certain things. I said, well, how can poor people be so picky?
Right?
Right. I worry about my kids with their sensory issues, like how they're going to survive.
There you go. See,
Something
Radio Jonesy, he
happens.
knows.
What do you say? Some people here eat bear and wolves too. Okay.
Oh,
I know.
yes, they do.
I've heard of people eating bear.
Yeah.
Most
have
of them
too.
live more remote than I do.
I've seen it on TV, like up
Yeah.
in the Northeast.
Right.
The grilled lamb chops the way I like them best.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds really good, Jonesy. I
You
have
know
to
what?
get some sleep. My daughter just texted me.
Oh yeah.
It just popped up. She's like, Mom, it's almost 3. Get to bed. You're driving tomorrow. Well, I love hanging out with you guys, though. So
Well, Carol, I'm glad you came up and hung out
I
with
am
us for a bit.
too. I wanted to pop over and say hi, and then I was like, oh, he's trying Restream. I want to go up and see what it's like. Like a kid in a candy store.
Can I plug my channel for a minute?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
I put your link up a minute ago.
I posted a video last week about the termites in my garden.
Yeah, and I forgot to comment.
Yeah, you didn't comment.
I forgot to comment.
Oops.
It's okay. If anybody wants to watch it, it's very entertaining.
Yeah, I need to get over. I haven't been on
It-
much
it's
watching.
not that entertaining, but it's really interesting what happened to my garden. So,
You know, we're not allowed to put on lights outside here because my husband is in the industry because termites are attracted to any lights outside.
yes, when they swarm every spring,
Yep.
everybody around here turns their lights off because they'll get in your house, they'll crawl around
Yes.
everywhere, they get in your hair, they get everywhere.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
I
That's how
hate
that's how we found out my parents had it.
Oh.
Had them. They swarmed in the house. They came out of the pocket door. We found out. Thank God they were just in that pocket door.
Oh wow!
And thank God that my husband worked for a company down here that does termite pest
Right.
control and all that, and also lawn care. He's in the lawn care division.
Yeah,
But yeah, got them a deal so they didn't have to tent the whole house
right.
because they were getting ready to put it on the market, and that's when
I'll
it
tell
happened.
you. My landlord wants to sell this place to me and my husband, and we've considered buying it
Mm-hmm.
a few times.
Right.
We're waiting for the neighbor to finish remodeling that house
Mm-hmm.
to see who moves in next door before we decide.
Good idea.
But now that I know that there's termites out there under the ground eating my wood
Oh,
in my garden.
They're subterranean.
Yeah, they're everywhere,
have to
Charlotte.
Yeah.
Well, I want a termite inspection on the house before I decide to buy it.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
they
yeah,
have to do that.
absolutely.
They have to.
And I want it treated. Like I
Right.
want a preventative treatment around this
Right.
house before I decide to buy it.
Usually when they treat for the termites, it's like a pre-treatment, so they won't come back to. They add that in. I don't.
And my brother told me about a product called Termidor
Yes.
that we
That's what
could
use
do
that.
ourselves.
Yes.
But I don't want to do it around my garden because I don't
Yeah,
want to
no.
poison my food.
Yeah, you need to know if they're there or not.
Yeah.
They also have the stakes that you can put into the ground if it's subterranean, and there's all kinds of stuff. that
And
you
now
can
I don't know
research.
the ones out there in
Mhm.
that ate my garden bed. I don't know if they were subterranean or if they were the swarming type. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
I
don't know either. It's my
and I don't even know how to
husband's thing.
tell because there's no active
Mm,
activity
right.
in the wood that's left. There's no you can't see.
Oh, okay. They're gone already.
Right, you can see the tunnels that they created, but
Was
there's
it-
no.
Did you just happen upon it, or like
My
it,
garden bed completely collapsed.
uh,
One of them.
Well, once those termites open up those cells like that,
Yeah.
it don't take much moisture to make it rot
No,
from that point.
no, doesn't.
And that could have happened too. Some of it's rot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I should be rotating these comments, but I got a woman says I was right, and I just hate to make it go away.
Where? 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 Where?
Okay, let me see. Here, let me see. We'll try out something else, maybe, if you want to. Do they have the? Yes, they do have the. It looks like it. The share feature.
Who
Let me
has
see
a
if we
share
can-
feature?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're probably right, Ob.
there's the share.
Diazonon.
Diazonon might not be legal anymore. There's one of them that sounds like that. That's not.
There you go.
Yep. There's
Yeah.
the look, Charlotte, of the difference. That's the
white
Western
mist-
drywood
yeah.
termite, and then subterranean has the light colored wings, the darker wings.
Okay, the
Orange.
darker ones are the only ones I've ever seen.
Okay, so
But
those are
then
the
again-
drywood.
If they're subterranean, you're not going to see them anyway.
Yeah, only when they swarm too. So they have a lighter colored wing if you get a swarm, and
Mhm.
a darker head if they're subterranean. Orange head, darker wing if they're the Western drywood termite. There you
Well,
go.
the only ones I've ever seen are the dark winged ones.
Okay.
But I don't live in
Obed, diazonon's viable for what, like 3 days?
Yeah, I forget.
I
Are
think
they
it
still
biodegrades in
allowing
3
that one?
days.
Oh, okay.
They might not allow it here now. That might be it.
I would have to
Oh.
find another place to put my dog. I could take him to my daughter's house.
It's been illegal since 2004. No, the sale of diazonon containing household products has been illegal in the United States since 2004.
You can't buy it anymore?
However, diazonon is still legal for use on some crops and for cattle or for cattle ear tags. No, you're not supposed to buy it anymore as a household in a
I think
household
I got some.
product. Yeah, so you guys have got some old diazonon if you've got it.
I think I got malathion, diazonon,
Oh wow.
all them zons.
Y'all are illegal. Doing illegal business. I'm not
There's
gonna
another
tell
one
anybody.
called Try Something.
That makes it even more fun to have now.
I know you're a baller, as the kids would say. it's just it's just for
What is
pesticides.
Shame on you, Carol.
I know. I'm sorry.
How is the house, Grumpus? We're not there anymore.
Oh, that's Tyler. Okay. Yeah, Tyler, I see you guys moved. I knew you said you were planning on moving. I didn't know it was that fast.
I didn't realize it'd be that fast either. I remember Tyler from a couple weeks.
Yeah, just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Vicky come in. She said, "You know they moved." And I said, "No, they're not moved already." She said, "Yeah, that house is empty."
Aw.
All right, I have to go. Have a good night, you guys.
Enjoy
Thank
your
you for
evening.
Thank you for having me up. Yeah,
Thanks
pray-
so much
pray
for
for
stopping
me.
by, Carol. And I am just delighted that you guys are okay.
Aw,
Yeah.
thank you, Grumpus. It's
Yeah,
nice to have
we are.
people think of us. It really is. It touches my heart. Thank you.
I'll
Right.
I'll pop in one of these nights. I pop
Yeah.
in more than you know. I just don't always say anything.
Oh, I appreciate
He's a
that.
lurker.
I
And
just
I-
sniff around and see what these women's up to.
Kind
Yeah,
of like he lurks on my channel and don't even leave a comment. Okay.
sneaky. Next Friday, Charlotte, will be my, I think, last Friday that I will have StreamYard, but you're welcome up to get hours if you need it.
You know what? I know that you like to co-stream with Diva, but StreamYard's still going to have their free plan.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's going to include that, and they don't have enough hours
I don't
on that.
think.
You use them up really fast, the hours on StreamYard.
Well, that's true. That's true.
The
I think
free
it's like
version.
20 hours. a
Yeah.
month.
No, Diva and I are going to be doing less lives once we reach the 4,000. It was the easiest way to get to the 4,000 for
Sure,
us.
yeah, I get that.
And I was just offering that to you. If you wanted some hours, you're
Well,
welcome
thank
to come
you.
up that last Friday.
I appreciate that. I
Okay.
appreciate that.
All right. Talk to you
Well,
guys
sleep
later.
well.
Thank you. Yeah.
Enjoy your trip tomorrow.
Thank you. Bye,
Bye.
guys.
All right, we'll see you.
Hold on 1 minute.
I was glad to see her pop up.
Oh, Anne, thank you. Yes, that was very nice for her to pop up. You have a great day too, Anne. She's got animals to feed.
She's going now. Got animals to feed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you think this has run its course? We've been at this 2 hours and
Yeah.
41 minutes.
I was just about to say I'm beat.
So what's our verdict on Restream? Is it worth trying again?
Yeah, I think so.
The only thing I don't like about it is the chat part.
Actually, the only thing I don't like, I'm not a huge fan of the background, but I mean I can get over that.
Is it the this background or any background or anything with motion?
The motion distracts me and makes me kind of nauseous. But it's okay because I can, like I said before, I can. Well, no,
Well, I mean, this is a static background.
Yeah, and again, on my Chromebook, it doesn't move.
That's interesting. I don't know why it doesn't.
Look, if it's all good with me. Now, when I'm looking at my phone, when you had that other moving background on, I could I could see it.
But that's something we can adjust to what we want.
Yeah. And I think it's worth trying again. Yeah.
I mean, if you had a let me get rid of this.
Do you think that I know it's probably really easy for you to use, but do you think you know it well enough by now that you could kind of walk me through it if I have any problems?
Yeah, I don't think it's that difficult, to be honest with you. It's
I don't
just
either.
different. It's just different.
Yes.
So once you learn where the buttons are, to where you can start clicking them a little quicker.
And I think you can even share a screen, like if somebody wanted to share a picture or something like that, or a website page, you can still do that here too.
So let me get rid of that. And what was we talking about?
Trying this again. You said it was easy, clicking buttons. And that's, I think, as far as we got.
Well, whatever it was, it left me already.
That's okay. It's
late. I was going to say, if you had if you were selling T-shirts or something like that, you can also put that down here at the bottom to let people know, which is kind of interesting. You can put QR codes up.
That's way beyond my pay grade.
That's somebody can hold their phone right up to the screen and get your stuff.
Oh yeah, I get that, but I would
let you put it up at the corner too.
I wouldn't know how to make a QR code if my life depended on it.
There's free things on the internet.
Is there?
You just look it up and type the thing in. It creates a code for you.
Okay. Huh.
So yeah, that's
Does it direct you to a website or?
Well, what you would do, what I did is I went to my YouTube channel. Up in the address bar, I highlighted, the
URL.
Yeah, I highlighted that, and I went to a free place on the internet, and just plugged that into the box. It created the QR code for me, and I just clipped it and downloaded it. And that's what I've been using on all these other various things.
You even have it on your
I got it on my koozies.
Yes.
Got them on my koozies.
your
I
sticker
use that
things.
for my avatar sometimes. So if
Mm-hmm.
I go away for a little bit,
That's on there.
something about those things, people can't help but scan them just to see where they go.
You know what's crazy? I've never scanned one. Never. Now
I
Poppy
can
does it all the time.
I scan them almost every time.
Mm.
So anyway, okay, well we'll keep this on the back burner and try to do this again sometime.
Yeah, that sounds good. And I don't know if I'm going to be froggy enough to jump off next week and get to restreaming it. But why not? I mean, I might decide to do that. If not, I'll be on my usual StreamYard and doing the easy thing. Okay.
That's right, Jonesy, do it.
I need to do that to print stickers to go
Just
on the back of our car.
just Google free QR code generator or something like that, and there's a half dozen places on there probably that you can find it. I'm gonna let Tyler on here.
Okay.
Are you leaving us?
Yeah, I think I am.
Okay.
Is that okay with you?
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
All right.
You're not,
Well, I
you're
didn't
not
want to.
chained down, Charlotte.
Well, I know, but okay. Good night, everybody.
All right. You have a good evening,
Sure.
and if let me know if you decide you don't want to do anything next weekend. I'll see if I can pick up the slack.
Okay, sounds good. I'll
All
talk
right.
to you soon.
All right. Hang tight, Tyler.
Bye,
All right,
guys.
we'll see you, Charlotte. Everybody in the chat, we're going to hang in there just a little bit longer because I got somebody new. There he is.
Hello.
So you're in the new place?
Yes, sir.
So you guys moved quick.
Yeah, well, it kind of all started like at the beginning of the year when we really got on it. My grandpa died at the beginning of the year.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
I'm trying to, it was hard at first. It still is. I'm just like trying to remember and move on because I can't like dwell on something like forever and ever. And then
Well, you think about the good stuff.
yeah. But
I mean,
it
I'm
was,
sure you picked up a few things from him, learned a few things from him, and that makes him live on through you.
he taught me how to hang ceiling fans.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Looks like it worked.
Yeah, but after he passed away, my parents really got on with the move because they didn't want my grandma up here by herself.
Okay, so
2.5
where are you
miles
guys
away.
at now?
Rusk, Texas.
Oh, Rusk. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
How is the house?
are you in your grandpa's old house?
Well, they had a house built
Okay.
because they used to live in Aldine, like 59 in Aldine Mill Route area,
Okay,
and
familiar.
yeah, and we was going to all move like at once, but we had to go through their house first and get it sold. My grandpa and they got moved. My grandpa lived up here for 8 months before he passed, and which kind of sucked because this is all he ever wanted.
Yeah, yeah.
And then after he passed, that's when my parents really started getting on with the move.
And for you guys in the chat, this is Tyler. He's my across the street neighbor. I knew
Yeah.
Tyler when he was just a thought in his mama's eye.
Yeah. How is the house looking? We ain't.
It looks the same, except it's got a for sale sign in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm making sure ain't nothing fishy going on there.
No. I mean, my wife came in the other night and she said, they moved. I said, no, they were talking about moving this, later in the summer. She said, no, they're gone.
Yeah, we're going.
I said, well, hell, I didn't even walk over and say goodbye. I didn't think y'all were doing anything for a few months.
Yeah. You could actually look it up on Zillow if you want.
Well, I can't buy another house.
Yeah. But yeah, it's on a Zillow if you want to see what the inside of
Okay.
it looks like.
I'll tell Vicky.
Yeah, we had and There's a house, I think it's like 4 houses down from y'all. It's on the very corner, right there at Cranberry Trail in Pidler.
Yeah.
It's gray. Our house is the exact same layout as that one, but where the patio is my parents had that room or had that area transformed into an actual room in the house.
I got you.
So they cut out the patio and made it into a room.
Well, see, that's
And-
kind of what I did here. They, I had a
Yeah.
courtyard.
Yeah, and when I was younger, that room actually, when they built it, became my playroom.
Okay.
I had a whole bunch of my toys and stuff in there. But as I got older, it kind of just transformed into a storage / playroom / dog room.
Gotcha.
It just kind of became an everything room. But
Well,
yeah,
I hate to see y'all go. I mean, you seem
I
like
didn't wanna
everybody's
move.
leaving me.
I know I didn't want to move. So it seems like when Mario passed, it seems like that's when everybody else wanted to start moving.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been here 42 years.
Dang, that's a while.
I'm the original owner.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've been there I'm the original owner. Been there. Bought it in '82.
That's when they was built. I think it was
Yeah.
82.
When I bought this house, it was a slab.
Yeah.
Everything towards Briar Creek was a slab. They said, "You like this slab? You like this slab, or you want this slab over here?"
My parents bought our house or Pidler, the house on Pidler, in '98 on May
I think
1st.
you guys were the second owners. I think.
Well, I think the second, but it had been a rent house. My dad had said.
Well, then you must have been the
prior.
third. You must have been
Yeah.
the third ones in because,
Mhm.
gosh, I
that's
can't
what Dad
remember.
said.
There's been so many moved in and moved out. I mean, I got new neighbors now where Shannon and Candy lived.
Yeah. Do you like those neighbors?
I haven't really met them that well. I
Mhm.
did have to I did climb over the fence last night and ask them if they could turn their music down just a little bit because that place has been thumping every weekend since they moved in.
I know. When we was living there, I heard it every day.
I kind of hung on the fence. I said, "Don't forget you got neighbors."
Right? There used to be
I don't think they've
behind
ever
us-
lived in a house before.
Yeah. I remember when we was still there, they had actually moved, but behind our house on Loyan to the right. So you know where Viet is?
Yeah.
Behind him, there was people who used to live there, when it was a rent house. It still is, but this was the last people who rented it. We found out that it was a company out of San Antonio who bought the house and was renting it.
Yeah, property managers.
Yes, sir. So anyway, what was going on? There was a bunch of kids my age in the house blasting rap music in the house, and you couldn't call in about it because it was in the house.
You can still call in.
Oh, we tried. A bunch of other people have too. Who nothing ever got done about it until they moved.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, I know us, the neighbors next door to them, on I don't remember which side. I don't remember. I want to keep that like anonymous, just in case.
Yeah.
East. So, but a bunch of people called in about it, and nothing ever happened until they moved. So.
Well, it seems like if they're disturbing the peace, it wouldn't matter if it was in the house or not.
I know that's what we was kind of thinking because that's what
I mean,
my
if
dad
somebody
had
was in
said.
that house hollering and screaming, I'll bet they'd show up.
Yeah, and it was like it wasn't even like you didn't hear like words in the music. It was just a boom, just like a booming, like a beat.
Oh yeah, that's what's going on next door to me.
Yeah, that's all it was.
And I told him, I said, it gets around 10, 11, 12 at night. You might want to turn that down a little bit. Some of us
people
trying to
wanna
sleep.
Yeah, and remember.
And you know how that house is shaped.
Yeah, I
So
remember
they've got
because
that boom box right there outside the garage, and the
yeah.
shape of that house reflects that sound straight into my living room windows.
Oh, that's where your living room is
Yeah,
right there. Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought it was more towards like the back of the
We
house.
were trying to watch TV the other night. We had the TV so loud we couldn't hardly stand it. Just try to drown out the music.
Oh my God, that's crazy. And it's like, can't people have some respect?
Well, they
That's how I look at it. That's just being
you
disrespectful.
have to be taught respect
Yeah,
because
me and my dad
apparently
was,
you can't figure it out on their own. Some people.
yeah, me and my dad was talking about this the other day. Common sense. If that is not taught when you're a child, that's not good. You won't. It's
Well,
and then
common courtesy is what it boils down to.
yeah,
And like I
common
said, I don't think
sense
these
and
people's
common
ever lived in
decency.
a house before to even
What it's
think
like.
about disturbing other people.
Yeah, I know. And it's like as many parties as we thrown at that house, birthdays or at
Oh
our
yeah.
house. When we played music, I never remembered it getting that loud.
Even even if it just happened on occasion, if they had a big get together and things got a little loud, I can look the other way. That's not a big deal
Yeah.
because it's just it's a one off. But when
Yeah.
it's going every single weekend,
Yeah, every
that's
single
what's
weekend night.
you don't want to have to say anything, but they should be able
Yeah,
to figure it out on their own.
on their own. Uh,
But that's what comes with you never know what you're going to get for neighbors.
yeah. So,
And I'm hoping the new wears off,
hmm
and we get to know each other a little bit, and maybe they'll back it down just a little bit on their own.
yeah. Do you?
'Cause I don't want to be that kind of a neighbor.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was kind of worried about. Like when we was living there and like something was happening in like behind us, I was like, I don't want to call in because I don't want to be known as the neighbor that calls in about everything. And that's what I was telling my parents. I was like, I really don't want this house to be known as the neighbor that just calls in about everything.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
but I'm sitting here thinking, but what we're calling in about, it needs to like stop because we're getting woken up at 4 o'clock in the morning on a Monday to booming music.
oh yeah. I mean, they should be able to figure it out on their own. You would think they would, but
Yeah.
you know.
Do you still stay in touch with Shannon and Candy?
Oh yeah, I was in touch with them today.
Yeah, I talked to Miss Candy about a week ago.
Shannon entered a cooking contest
Mm-hmm.
and took first place in gumbo and took I don't know, he had like 3 trophies he'd won today.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
So he went down there and cleaned up. I
Where
think
was
first
it?
place in gumbo is People's Choice in gumbo. I
Mm-hmm.
think his brother entered some meatballs or something. I think he took a second place or a first place in meatballs, or
Mm-hmm.
just
Was
open or
that
whatever
like
it was. But
was
yeah,
that in
they're
their
doing pretty good, I think.
yeah, was that in their new town or was that here? Like, did they come back here for that
No, no, no. That was
in their
well,
new town?
you know where they go fishing.
Isn't it like Sour Lake and all that?
No, it's oh gosh, what the hell is it? Let me look here real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you here real quick. It was Crystal Beach.
Crystal Beach. Yeah, I know where that's at.
That's where they go fishing all the time. I think it's about halfway between Beaumont and here.
Yeah, it's right by Galveston. Mhm.
So, well, it's isn't that down there by Bolivar Island
It's
or
when you
Bolivar?
go to Galveston and go over the ferry, get
Right.
on the ferry and ride the ferry. It's right there.
Yeah, Bolivar Ferry.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess he went down there today and they cleaned up.
Yeah. Yeah, last time I talked to Miss Candy, it was the other day, last week when we had put the house on the market.
Yeah.
I had sent her a picture of the sign.
So yeah, I mean, she's been staying pretty busy too, because they moved their parents down.
Yeah.
So not only did she have the sale of their house, she's got the sale of her parents' house
Parents'
and
house.
moving
That's
things, going through years and years and years of
the
stuff. I mean, you just
stuff.
moved. You know what it is. Imagine
Yeah.
trying to move two families at the same time,
That's what happened with
out of
us.
state.
Yeah. But we wasn't out of state though. My grandma, they lived like in Aldine, and she kind of had like, she was like a hoarder. Like she had a lot of stuff.
I hear you.
And yeah. And it was like they bought the house on the street on in Aldine on 1980, and we got them out of there last June, and we started moving them out of that house like June of 2022, early 2021. Took about 2 years, and then with us, we took me and Dad. We was like, we gotta take a break. We just spent 3 years trying moving my grandma and grandpa out of their house. We're going to take a little break. So we took about a month of a break, a month or two of a break, where we kind of like stopped with the moving for just a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And then about 2 months after that, about August 2023, is when we really start packing stuff again. And then we kind of took a little bit longer of a break because there wasn't really nothing happening and we was constantly having to come up here to get my grandparents settled, like get furniture in the house, like couches and stuff. And so anyway, all that we wasn't really able to pack anything because we was having to make the drive up here. So then my grandpa passed January 23rd of this year, and then that's when they really started moving stuff.
Yeah.
And then Thank You was home at the time. We got the first trailer around like June of this year, and then the second trailer like August of this year, and then the third one, which was when we moved the El Camino up last month, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, if I ever sell this place, I'll probably sell everything in it with the house, because I ain't packing.
I know
I got so much crap to pack up. That's why I've stayed here so long, because I hate to move.
move. Yeah, if you were to move, where would you want to move to?
Oh, it. I can't see us. I don't see myself moving.
You
I mean,
like
I've
it
had this
there?
place paid for, and anything I'd get out of it, I got to spend that same amount of money on another place.
Place, yeah.
I mean, if I was to hit the lottery, I would probably move to Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Really?
I really like that area.
Out like west and all that. A lot of people like that, like out west.
It's drier. They have winters, they have snow and stuff like that, but I would only move if I had money,
Yeah.
which means I could hire somebody else to shovel my snow.
Yeah. And hire some movers.
But no, I'll probably I don't see leaving this place.
Yeah. That's how I was. I was telling my mom and dad the other day. I love Timberlane. Timberlane is my home.
This is a good.
Neighborhood.
It was. I don't know what it's going to end up being, but it was
Yeah,
always a friendly neighborhood. There wasn't a lot of traffic.
yeah.
Everybody knew everybody,
hmm Like
and
Miss Shirley, she one of the nicest out of all the neighbors on the street are nice, but I remember being like outside. Miss Shirley would be out there. She just come up and talk to you.
oh yeah,
Real nice lady. Yanni, Mario, real nice people. You and your wife, Carl across from me, all
well
really
it was
nice
one of it
people.
was it's a good neighborhood. Good, everybody knows everybody. Everybody gets
Yeah,
along with everybody, but everybody respects each other's privacy too.
privacy. Yeah, we don't ask. We don't ask. What do you do at 12 o'clock on a Monday? We don't ask stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's just you know
but it's
normal.
I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. None of us do.
That's what I'm curious because I was telling mom, Timberland is my home. I didn't want to move because I've been raised in the house. I was telling mom because I'm actually working on getting a job now,
Yeah.
and since we're up here, and I was telling mom when I get the money, I'm probably gonna move back to Timberlane.
Buy the house next door and don't bring a radio with you.
Yeah, buy Shannon's house and no radios. I would like to buy my house back, but I'm not sure if that's gonna happen
Well,
because
do
of
you think
the
an
price.
individual is going to buy it? Do you think property investors are going to buy it?
That's what I'm not sure about. The real estate lady said she thinks that an actual individual is going to buy it and live in it. But then there's that little part of me that's like, please no rent people. I do not want my neighbors to hate me and my family's guts
No, no,
because
that
of
ain't
a
going to
rent
happen. I mean,
house.
everybody, you know, there's always progress. You can't hold somebody back.
Yeah, but
Anybody that's going to
especially
better their lives. I mean, I'm all for it.
yeah, especially next door with Yanni with her situation. I do not want her to have to deal with the rent house next door to that.
Well, I agree.
Yeah, it's because I kind of worry about her
I
sometimes
To be
because
honest with you, I'm not so sure she's going to stick around that long.
I'm not sure either. She says she will.
I think she's gonna get that tug to go back home.
Yeah, she says that she's going to stay, but I'm not sure how much longer. Yeah, but I have her number, or so I talk to her every now and then. Mm, But real nice lady, but I'm just not sure if she's gonna stick around a whole lot longer in the neighborhood.
And I can't blame her if she wanted to go back.
Yeah, I mean, the rest of her family's there.
Yep.
I mean, if she did want to move back, it would make sense.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, I mean, I would understand. I'm pretty sure everybody else would understand. She
Well, I
actually,
want what's best for her, and if what's best for her is to move back home.
yeah, she was actually telling my dad that it's cheaper to live here in Houston than over there
Oh,
because
really?
yeah, it's more expensive to live over there, which I thought that was kind of surprising.
That surprises me too.
Yeah, because that's a smaller country, and I heard in a lot of smaller countries it's more cheaper to live.
Well, I tell you what, I've been at this now 3 hours and 8 minutes. I think I'm about ready to wrap this thing up.
Yeah, me too. It's like 2:30 almost in the morning.
Tell your dad. What time is it? Well, it sure is.
2:26.
Well, tell your dad I apologize. I didn't come over and say bye to y'all, but I really didn't think you were doing anything until the end of the summer.
Yeah, well, we may be making another trip get back down there, so I'll let you know.
Yeah, yeah. Let us know, and we get together and sit and
Yeah.
crack a couple if we need to.
Yeah, we went back down to the house on last Thursday, and we got the rest of everything. But there may be a slim chance we got to go back there for something.
Uh huh.
And that one thing I'm worried about, hurricane season still ain't over. I'm still kind of worried about that.
Yeah, you can't worry about stuff you got no control over.
I know when Beryl came through, I think what Beryl did was it came over our house and just made a mess and then left.
Well, it made a mess at my house too.
We lost our fence.
I lost my whole cover on my deck,
Oh,
so
yeah,
I just got it built back.
yeah. Our entire back fence that connects with the neighbor behind us, the
Yeah.
entire thing was gone. We got home and it was laid down, and then the fence between us and Viet was laid up against the house, and then the fence on Yanni's side, it was like all split,
Yeah.
and like one side of it was higher, and then the other side was lower.
Now you didn't have any damage to the house, did you?
I don't think so. I didn't find any. We didn't
Yeah, 'cause we
find
just
anything.
had a new roof put on in the fall,
Yeah, we didn't
so
find
everything was
anything.
stuck down nice and real nice.
Yeah. How long was y'all without power?
We were without power. See, what night did that hit?
July 8th, the day after my birthday.
I can tell. I can tell you here. Let me look here at the calendar real quick.
Yeah.
Uh, I think we were without 3 days.
3 days.
I think it was just 3 days.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
And then when the power came back on for maybe 30 minutes, and then it went out again for about another 6 hours.
Oh, that sucks.
So, but yeah, I mean, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. I'm
I,
still
I had a
kind
little
of worried.
generator. I had enough generator to keep my keep my fish alive, and keep my refrigerators cold.
Yeah, you didn't have a fish in your flower bed, did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's good.
But no, that's generally all I'm worried about is keeping my fish alive, and
Yeah.
I can rotate extension cords for the different refrigerators and freezers.
Yeah. Well,
And
that's
if
good.
it got down to it, then I had Candy asked me once. She said, "Well, if the power don't come back on and we can't get any gas, what are we gonna do?" I said, "Me and Shannon's gonna cook every damn piece of meat we got in the freezer and the refrigerator and feed the whole neighborhood.
Yeah, there you
'Cause
go.
I'm not gonna let it go bad.
Yeah.
I'll cook it
Well,
and throw it away, but I'm not gonna let it go bad."
yeah. I was telling my dad, I said, because they decided to leave for the hurricane, because our side of the street is very bad about power. Like, a 5 mile an hour wind gust will blow through, and we'll lose power for 2 days.
It was the same way with us. You let a
Yeah.
heavy dew fall and the power go out.
Yeah, and my parents, they decided to leave and come to the property for about a week.
Yeah.
And when the storm came through, and that's when I said we got back, our entire fence was down. But I was telling Dad, I said, I'm not sure if it's a really great idea to leave for a storm, because if something happens like to the house, like let's say a shingle falls off the roof and
Yeah.
comes a million mile an hour through a window, everything that's in that room where that window is done.
Oh
It's
yeah.
going to get wet. And I have, and my evidence for that claim is when my dad was younger and Alicia hit, he lived in Aldine too with my other grandma.
I was
And
here when Alicia hit.
yeah, and a shingle came off of my grandma's house and flung into a window and broke it. And my grandpa had to go out there with a piece of plywood and nail it to the window so nothing would
Yeah.
get damaged in the room. And I was telling Dad, it's like one thing I worried about is like, what if that happened? We wouldn't have been there to
Right.
temporarily fix that.
That's
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 why I tell
exactly right.
that's why I tell Dad. I said I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave for a hurricane when I get
But
out.
that's why you have insurance.
Yeah, our insurance took really good care of us.
I
I'm
don't want
not.
to. I don't want to deal with the hassles of insurance and all the crap that goes with that. But at the same
Yeah,
time, there's nothing in my house can't be replaced with new and improved.
yeah. Well, I guess you want to get off here. It's
Yeah,
2:30.
I'm gonna wrap it up. Like I said, it's been 3 hours and 14 minutes now,
Yeah.
and
Well,
I
just
and I
let me know
started
when.
late. I didn't get started until, gosh, 11:15 or something like that.
Yeah,
I
just
was
let me know
telling
when you do another live stream and I'll join in.
I was telling Charlotte when it first started. I said, "Well, I fired the computer up, and the first thing it did was Windows wanted to do an update."
Mm-hmm.
So I had to wait for that to happen, and then I fired up OBS, and it wanted an update, so I had to wait for that. And then my cameras didn't
Everything,
work, and I had to reboot again. So
everything needed to reboot and update.
it was one of them evenings to get going.
Yeah.
But we kind of we this is the first time we used Restream, and
Mhm.
everybody seemed to like it.
Yeah, I
It's
liked
got
it a
some
lot.
quirks.
Yeah, I liked it more than the other one
Yeah,
because I was
Stream.
just so unsure about the other one. Like when you would leave, and it would keep you in like well, I don't know about everybody else, but for me, I don't know if my phone was just lagging, but it would keep me like in the backstage for like 5 minutes.
Oh,
And
really?
I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, well, did I completely leave or am I just in backstage? And I'm like, I want to like completely leave. Well,
Well,
I'm
we'll,
gonna
we'll
go ahead
probably
and get off here.
beat this up a little bit more. I'm not sure what we're going to try next. I really like EV Mucks, but they kind of ticked me off with the watermarks. We'll find
Yeah.
something else to try because everybody's getting all nervous about StreamYard and the prices increasing and everything like that. So
Yes, sir.
we'll see what happens.
Just let me know when you go live again, and I'll join.
I never know.
Yeah. Well, I'll
I
see the
think,
notification pop up, and then I'll join.
yeah, that'll work. That'll work. I mean, me and Charlotte's been alternating weekends,
Yes, sir.
so I don't know if she's going to be able to do it next week or not. So I may jump on for her. If not, then I'll have it. It'll be my night 2 weeks from now.
Yes, sir.
But it's just something to do.
Well, I'm
I
gonna go
spent all
ahead
the
and get
money on
off
this
here.
damn equipment. I need to use it.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here.
All right.
So you can.
Tell your dad and mom I said hi, and
I will.
I hate to see y'all move, but everybody's got to do what they got to do.
I'll let them know.
All righty. We'll see you, Tyler.
Okay, good talking to you.
Good talking to you, too. See if I can figure out how to get out of this. All right. I'm showing six people still in the chat. So if that's true, I appreciate y'all jumping in here this evening, and I don't know that we accomplished anything, but we hung out, and I appreciate that. You could have been anywhere tonight, and you chose to be here, so thank you. And if you hadn't hit the like button yet, maybe you can slap that thing on the way out. I think Charlotte has this till next week. She said she may not be able to do it, so if that's the case, then I'll jump on here and take her slot. But other than that, I guess we're out of here. And y'all have a good Sunday. See you next week.